in the building, elbow cough. J.O. in the building saying, when Pokemon already? We got another when question. Hilarious. All right, let's dive into the details, guys. We got the common today, 3,888 editions for $60. We got another blind box today, so they're all going to be $60 retail price. Pretty limited drop. As we can see, the uncommon only has 2,888 editions. And we got some love for the uncommon today. Big fan of the uncommon. The red color, love it a lot. Got the gold wings in the background. This might be my favorite design. Might be the first time ever I like something better than the gold. We'll see, though. We got the rare, the jade color. I think this is going to do very well, especially when the other cultures get here on the VeVe app. We have 1,888 editions. I do like this one as well. And then the gold, the ultra rare, 888 editions. Anybody who gets this on the drop, I think, will be in for a pretty good penny on this one. I'm going to show you guys what they look like now. Here we have the common. A lot of people like the common on this one. I think this is his original design, right? And then we have the torch dragon. This is my favorite, guys. I think this looks so clean. We have the gold wings in the background. Got the red design. That's probably my favorite. I'm going to try to get the red and the gold. I want to have them both next to my dragon girls. My gold dragon girls. I feel like the red would look amazing in there. And then this is the jade. I believe the jade also is the same color as one of the Cthulhu statues. I'm pretty sure jade is a very popular color in a whole bunch of different countries. So I think that'll do well. Then we have the all gold. Also, guys, if you guys want to tune into a great live stream, Pirates and Taps is premiering a live stream. So maybe after the live stream on this one, you guys go check that out. Bunch of OGs talking some knowledge. It's always great to hear some, some breakdowns, some early thoughts, maybe things that have changed from the early days. So they have a great interview going on right now. How we doing, Robin J? What's up, Johnny? Let's hope we get lucky with this one. We got Doobs in the building. Yeah, I think this one's going to be a good one, guys. I'm also going to show you what I found online. Now, I did not go to the first Decon event in person, but a lot of people did, and I'm not sure who posted this on Twitter. It was obviously somebody who went to the first Decon event, so this is from your Twitter post. Let me know so I can shout you out. But when I saw this, I said, ooh. So it looks like they were previewing some physical Imperial Lotus Dragons at the Decon event. Big fan of this one. You can see the whole different, looks like it's some kind of crystal material. I think that looks amazing. If you could have this in your real house, love to show that off. And this is what I noticed down here. So this one, this is called the Galactic version. I bet we see this one day on VeVe. This is for $2,400. So you can tell that they're going for a pretty good amount of money. $60 retail price on VeVe. I have a feeling that the ultra rare could get out of reach. And then here's one for $1,250. It's called the Catacombs of Lotus. 1,250. That's how much this one costs. I really like the way this one looks too. I think it looks awesome. Could you imagine this in your physical house? I bet we see these as Series 2 for the Lotus Dragons. So that's something to think about. If this was your picture on Twitter, let me know. I'll give you a shout out. Might have been Orange Bag Lady. Might have been Cryptomaniac. I'm not sure exactly whose Twitter I saw it. It had to snag some pictures because I said, wow, looks like these could end up being pretty expensive. Dude is saying that second one looks crazy. I think they both look amazing. What's going on, Deej? Deej said, hey, bro. Joseph, what is good, fam? Thoughts on why the market is down despite record number of gems being bought? Yeah, Only Power. So the market always moves in waves. It's not always just skyrocket 24/7. Things come down a little bit, retrace. There is a lot of gems in the system right now. So there's people that have been stocking up on gems. They do have a lot, but they're going to be strategic, right? There's going to come a time when there is a lot of buying power in the market and we see things take off. And that's when a lot of FOMO happens. A lot of people have been sitting out. They'll try to FOMO into these things real quick, thinking it's their last time, right? And that could be the case for some, but that's usually when we start to see the FOMO. Now it looks like an accumulation period. Not financial advice, but if you do have a lot of gems, now may be the time to stack up on a few things that are still cheap before it runs up again. I do think we will see another run up soon. I'm not positive the reason why it's just dipped a little bit. I think there's anticipation of things that we don't know yet to come. A lot of people, I think, are anticipating a lot of big drops happening. So they want to be ready with gems to explode on that opportunity. Yeah, these dragons look amazing. How we doing, Hitish? I just like the different colors as opposed to the one color. Okay, that makes sense. So you like the... Yeah, that makes sense. So you probably like this one a lot then, Dubes, right? I think this will do great on VeVe when that comes. I have a feeling that these will be Series 2. Again, this is from the Decon. Yep, this is from Decon. Looks like we have a bot account. So if anybody knows these these addresses, looks like this website's taking Tether VBot. So I feel like if you were to know whose wallet this is, right, you'd be able to figure out who's setting up this website. Taking gems, ETH, and USDT. So I bet you could do some research and figure out whose address this is and link things back up together. That's something that I was thinking about maybe. So if anyone knows how to look things up on the blockchain, you know, that may be something to look at right there. They both do look great though. Yeah, I think so. Morning, JD. Good luck, everybody. Send that to the VeVe team. I think that's something that they've already seen, or if not, because I took a screenshot of it. I will actually send it out right now. If you guys have any, information about stuff like that, instead of sending it to the actual VeVe team, you may want to send it to Claire. Claire's someone in the Discord. She's an OG, and that way the VeVe team, they're probably so busy right now with all this kind of stuff. She'll be able to help out as well. She's told me to send some things to her if I see it. Yeah, they can figure that out easy. That's the thing, right? A lot of people always ask me, can you do this? Can you do that? I would say if you have to ask yourself, is this legal? Is this not legal? You probably shouldn't do it. Because here's the thing, VeVe is a closed ecosystem right now. So they're able to see everything that's going on in the app. So that's the benefit of being a closed ecosystem, especially when you're tied to these large IP brands. If it was an open ecosystem, maybe they don't have the trust in the app because things could get sent all over the place. And when you keep it in-house, that way they can track things. We've had experiences in the past where maybe collectibles got stolen even. So if things get stolen in a closed ecosystem, they're going to be able to reverse the transactions like we've seen before. And people are able to get their gems back, their collectibles back. So now's the time to where, definitely speak up if you guys see anything. That's why when I get questions asked all the time on here, I'll try to leave it up there in case the VeVe team is watching. So I like to, we've had some crazy people ask some crazy things lately. So shout out to anybody in the chat just joining. We will be doing a giveaway again today. It's going to be another one of my comic books. Now, if we got Joshua Tasato in the chat today, he actually didn't have an OMI wallet besides the VeVe OMI wallet. So he's going to download BitForex today, and we're going to get him sent some OMI. So hopefully we can take care of that. Good luck, good luck. We got Dev in the building. Again, guys, as you can see, this is Imperial Lotus Series 1. So what I think is going to happen is there's going to be Series 2, there's going to be Series 3, Series 4. So if you can get Series 1, I think long-term, this could be a good one. Now, again, I think they're going to be dropping a lot of these artistic, we just saw the Lunar New Year stamps drop, right? And I think that's because they're gearing up for localization, possibly. We're going to be seeing the VeVe app in different languages for these different cultures, for these different communities. And so I think that's possibly why they're dropping a lot of these different stamps, different artistic designs that look like they're popular in different cultures and different communities. Because as we see, this isn't a big IP brand like Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, but I think they're kind of gearing up. They've talked about how localization with a lot of different countries is coming soon. So possibly, I'm thinking, this is not confirmed, this is just my assumptions of different things of why they're dropping these specific brands. And I think the art fits in line with a lot of different cultures. So let's land some gold today. Absolutely. What's going on, Dev? What's going on, Getsy? We got NFT Pirates in the building. How we doing, fam? Again, guys, NFT Pirates just dropped an amazing interview with Taps Trades. He just premiered it. So after this live stream, definitely go check that out. Two OGs talking some VeVe. It's always amazing to hear the knowledge we're dropping, right? Taps has been here since February. Talked about how he got a Rizzo in the store. Just amazing insight from a lot of OGs. It's always great to hear. Talk about some things that changed because everybody's plans changed, right? I mean, from the very early days, we've all kind of had a good instinctual idea of what we want to do. Maybe some things changed along the lines. They've talked about some strategies changing. So, it's always great to hear some OGs talk. 76 Robin is Batman's son and an FA, pretty undervalued. Yeah, I think, what's Batman without Robin, right? I think Robin FA, both Robin FAs. Season 1 FA Robin, I think, is going to be a little bit more valuable. But Kid Robin's going to be there too. I mean, another FA. Independent artists like Scott bring a lot of value, especially when step into open market. I agree, Dev. I think a lot of these artist collectibles, Scott Tolleson, Ron English, Jermaine Rogers, Frank Kozik, a lot of people have been kind of low on the totem pole with these artist collectibles. I have been a little bit too, but I think there's a place for them. I think they're going to do great, especially like you said, in the open market, the open ecosystem, on Immutable X, OpenSea. They're going to be the first collectibles that are interoperable, meaning you can send these collectibles to your IMX wallet, your Immutable X wallet, sell it on OpenSea for Ethereum, I believe even OMI possibly. So I think the artist collectibles do bring good value. For me personally, I did get rid of a lot of these artist collectibles, though. I still have a few. Tristan Eaton is another one that I have. And the reason why I just wanted to focus my collection on these big IP brands like the Superman, the Batman, the Disney. But that's just a personal preference. I think there is going to be a lot of room for growth still with these artist collectibles because, like you said, they're going to be the first ones that are interoperable. They're kind of setting the foundation, setting the wave, setting the trend for these big brand collectibles to be interoperable as well. NFT Pirates in the house. And we're back with another one. Good luck, fam. Yeah, definitely. No doubt. Pirates, we're definitely going to be linking up again soon. I'm surprised we haven't. Isn't it crazy how fast time flies, bro? Like, we just did our interview what feels like a few weeks ago, months ago, and I'm looking back and I'm like, is it really going to be a whole year? Like, things just move so fast in the VeVe world, man. It's unbelievable. Just wondering what this new drop system is, when this will be put into action, and any official dates released. So D's great question. This new drop system, they haven't released an official date just yet, but we believe that's coming soon. I think they said the latest would be like March. So I'm thinking sometime either late February or early March-ish, somewhere in that range. We don't have official dates just yet. And basically what the new drop system is, right now we have a countdown method. And as soon as it hits 0 minutes, you have to be the first one to click buy now. And it's in a matter of seconds, right? So what's going to happen to make it a little bit more fair, a little bit more randomized? It won't be first come, first serve. There'll be another countdown window. But instead of hitting buy now, it'll probably say enter room. So you'll have about a 5-minute window or so to enter the room. And then in those 5 minutes, it's going to randomly generate or randomly send out collectibles to those people in the queue window. And so that's going to be the little randomized event that takes place. It's supposed to help out a lot of people who've been struggling with the internet speed and all that kind of stuff. So I'm interested to see how it works out. I hope it's, fun and great for everybody, and everybody, has a great time with it. It's a little bit more random. And that's also why the Master Collector Program points are going to help out so much, because instead of just waiting in that queue with 500,000 people, maybe even 1 million people, right? Even more one day, your chances to get a 10,000 collectible drop are going to be pretty slim. If you think about that, you're waiting in a room now with anywhere from 500,000 people to 1 million or even more at some point. How are you going to land your favorite collectible that drops with 1,000 or 10,000 editions, right? Even with 30,000 editions, it's going to be incredibly hard to get. So with the Master Collector Program points, you're going to be able to buy lottery tickets to increase your chances before that drop happens. And so say you have a ton of Master Collector Program points, you want to, your favorite drop is, say, we always say Star Wars. So we're going to keep the theme going, Star Wars, Darth Vader, an animated lightsaber, Darth Vader, maybe 1,000, 2,000 editions, secret rare. No chance you're going to get that in a random drop. So maybe you unload all your Master Collector Program points, you buy as many lottery tickets as you can, and then at that point, you have probably have a good chance of locking one in. and you're going to be having a competition against other MCP players as well. So I think stacking up on MCP points is going to turn out more valuable than people think in the future. But again, I want to base your entire collection on MCP points because there's some valuable, quote unquote, blue chip collectibles that you may miss out on in that case. So I've always said it's kind of important to have a little bit of both. It's tough because we have a limited amount of money, right? Most of us, unless you have unlimited pockets, and shout out to those players that do. But I'm going to be talking for most of us. Most of us don't have unlimited money, right? So we got to say, do we want those MCP points or do we want this, Superman blue chip? I'm in the camp of trying to have a little bit of both. The more blue chip top collectibles you can afford, definitely the better, I think. Those are going to really increase your portfolio valuation. Not financial advice, but you can maybe sell off a couple of those, get those MCP points later. But again, it's going to matter how long you're holding because you're getting accruing points every day and they're retroactive. So when that MCP program launches, you're going to get rewarded for all those collectibles, comics, hopefully your interactivity, your activity in the feed for all the months that you've been holding, that you've been active. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited for it, but that's a new drop system. Yeah, that was quite an experience to buy Rizzo from the store. Yep, December is right on the money with this one. The independent artist will most likely be the first to be interoperable. That's a fact. Drew NFT in the building. Do you think the gem squeeze will continue the rest of the week? That's a great question right there. I'm going to say it all depends on what gets dropped, right? If we have a huge drop that surprises all of us, maybe the gem squeeze lasts a little bit longer, right? But I think it's going to kind of cool out and things may pump towards the end of the week. I'm not positive on that, but maybe after this weekend, if we find a drop that's not too iconic, not too huge, maybe after that, things start to, ramp up a little bit. I think people have been anticipating, some big drops happening. Totally agree, man. It's been like 9 months. It's crazy. It's been 9 months. Unbelievable. Yeah, man, we'll definitely get together soon. Good luck, JD. Good luck, Horgo. Star Wars. Dubes is a big fan of Star Wars, I think. How are we doing, Just Led? Good morning, all. Good luck, everybody. Good morning and good luck. I think Star Wars is going to be great, guys. I mean, Star Wars is such an iconic brand. I mean, not only is it an iconic brand, the following behind it, the fans of them are so loyal, so die hard. It's like a cult following almost, right? I mean, Star Wars is huge. And we already know for a fact that we're going to be getting all these other collectibles from Star Wars. The vehicles from Star Wars. I mean, the Star Trek vehicles are huge. The Star Wars vehicles are probably even bigger, some of them. Whoa, Getsy, I wonder, I'm a big fan of this. But I wonder if I'd be too biased to promote this one. Getsy saying, I wish they would add a small MCP percentage bonus for being an original owner. It may help original owners hold their higher mints. This is actually a great point. I mean, it doesn't have to be a huge bonus, but just a small bonus because, I mean, that's part of being a collector, right? Is holding. So that's one way to reward these original holders of these collectibles. I'm a big fan of that. But again, I'm biased because a lot of mine are originally owned. So I would love to see that, of course. Maybe that's something I'll have to bring up. It's actually a great point, Getsy. I'm not sure if anyone has ever thought of that. And if you have thought of that, good stuff for you. Because that's something that I would be a big fan of it. Let's go. Finally got his R2. Getsy, that's huge, man. Yeah, I think R2 is one of my favorite looking collectibles out of the bunch. Great question, Bulldog. Johnny, what do you think potentially Elsa or Goofy is a better investment? Oh, all right. So you have Elsa, iconic golden moment, right? I mean, just look up how many plays the Frozen song has on YouTube. Billions and billions. Elsa is enormous. And not only is how big the impact of the popularity of Elsa is, the way that collectible looks. Trevor did an unbelievable job on that collectible. Now, Goofy is unbelievable because it's the first ever Disney secret rare. Think about that, right? That's a big deal. And Goofy, I mean, being the first edition, obviously we're going to see a first appearance of Goofy in 3D collectible form, you know, FA of the 3D collectible form of all these characters. But this is the first ever Disney first editions. We've never seen a first edition from Disney before. And that's because the other ones were collectible forms, first appearances. This is the first artwork, I guess you could say, from Disney. So I like these a lot. I wish I had the full set. I don't have the full set. I only have the Mickeys right now. But I think that'll be a good one. Goofy, Elsa. I would have to lean Elsa because I don't think you can pass up these golden moments. I think we're going to look back, and if you just have one of these Disney golden moments, you're going to be in awe. You're going to be in shock. I would hate to pass up the first ever secret rare first edition. But for me, it's Elsa. I would rather have Elsa, I think. If you can afford both, go both. Not financial advice, just something I would do. I would go for both. But if it was between Goofy and just Elsa, that's a tough one. I would go Elsa if it was just me. Because I think the popularity, the impact of Elsa, Frozen, not only just that, but the way it looks magnificent. I forget who it was. It might have been Kurt. Somebody on the live chat was telling me as soon as they got that collectible, when the Disney moments happened, they were looking at Elsa and they said, Johnny, Elsa looks better than Dragon Girl. I said, what? I was like, no way. So I'm looking at it. I'm spinning it around. I see the dress. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to give Dragon Girl a run for its money. So I was like, wow, I need Elsa fast. And so I went and got it, went back and grabbed all the golden moments. There's a point where I thought I was only going to get a couple golden moments. And I am so happy I decided to pull the trigger and go for them all. George Adams asking us questions. All right, so what's the question here? Want to sell today? Do you have to scroll a bit up the buy page or leave it as it appears? Can you show on your phone, bro? Absolutely. All right, so here's the main screen. Store tab at the bottom. Boom. Now, I like to just scroll up just a tad bit. It just makes it feel a little bit more comfortable for me. I mean, you can, I guess, leave it right here. But for me, when I leave it at the very top of the screen, I just feel a little bit worried that the buy now, even though I know it's popping up right here, I like to just scroll up a tad bit. Like here's a normal. I feel like it worries me. It's at the bottom too much. So I'll just scroll up a little bit. About like right here is where I like to be at. If that helps out. Basically, it's just so the dragon is just covered. Now, I don't think you have to do that. But for me, it just feels more comfortable right there. And again, guys, the buy now button is going to pop up below this details button or drop down below that drop down and above the notify me button right here. A little sliver. One thing I like to say is I don't like to bring this menu down. For whatever reason, when you bring the details menu down, it slightly moves the buy now button. It took me forever to realize that. I kept saying the buy now slightly moves and it just kept throwing me off. But right here, right above that notify me button, right in that little sliver is where the buy now happens. I'm going to run through you guys my strategy. Hopefully it works today. It's a pretty limited drop, so I'm not sure if it's going to work, but you know, we're going to try it again. A lot of people like to just spam their finger right there. And if you like to just spam that and you are successful, then keep doing it that way. I always say whichever way you feel more comfortable with. I'm going to act like there's 0 minutes left, and I'm going to try to show you guys like this is going to go down to 0 seconds. I time it. The buy now button pops up 1 second after 0. So again, I'm going to act like there's 0 minutes left, and we're going to go through it. I start counting down. Got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Click. I probably would have been perfect right there. Now, the reason why I say that is because if you sit here and you wait and you say, oh, buy now button's popping up now, and then you click. I clicked a little bit low, obviously. I'm glad they fixed that, where now you can unclick it. But basically, I'm saying if you wait until the buy now button pops up and then you click, you're probably going to be a little slow. So I like to just predict, and I predict it by staying in rhythm of the countdown. And as soon as I think the zero is going to pop up 1 second, or the buy now is going to pop up 1 second after zero, that's when I start my click. And again, sometimes you're too early. And if you're too early, it almost ruins your chances. You may be able to hurry up and double click at the very end if you miss your click or if you're too early. You know, it's tough. You can't time it too early. You can't be too late. You got to be right in the middle. And when you are, it's still not a guarantee. You can time it perfect and still not get it for whatever reason. And I think that's because, say, if there's 10,000 people now in the world timing it perfectly, it's probably just going to distribute, you know, that collectible randomly out of everyone. So I don't think it's perfect, but it should increase your consistency. Yeah, JD, I watched some videos on YouTube of Star Wars collectors. They're hardcore, and it scared me into pulling the trigger on R2 before he ran away from me forever. I agree, Getsy. Absolutely. Super hardcore. Yep. And that's the thing, right? We're going to have this, the golden moments, R2D2, C3PO. These are the top of the line, first ever Star Wars NFTs. We're going to have a whole tab that says Star Wars. You know, we're going to see Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, all these legendary, I mean, Yoda, right? All these legendary characters. And we have the first ones. So I think anyone who stacked up on them is definitely going to be in for a treat for sure. George says Elsa all the way. I agree with that. That debate between Elsa and Goofy. It's a tough one. First Disney Secret Rare is going to be big. I still say Elsa all the way, though, for sure. I wish I got another, but I had to settle for C3PO. I mean, either one, right? I mean, C3PO, I think, is just going to follow R2. Kurt has been MIA for a time. I keep in touch with him. That's my boy. Yeah, you guys definitely tune in all the time. There he is. Let's go, Kurt, lurking in the background. I think it was Kurt, right? Kurt, you're the one that was telling me how great Elsa looks. Maybe it could pass or looks better than Dragon Girl. I was like, no way, Kurt. I was like, that's my Dragon Girl you're talking about right now. As soon as I looked at it, I said, wow, this is different. I was like, this could be big time. And it ended up being big time because Elsa's huge. People, I don't think it's influencers getting the drop. I really don't think that's what it is, Blue Boy Roy. I'm not sure why the web app's not working, Dev. Probably just because of the transition that's happened, the migration. They're probably just working on things. Plus, I think it's too late to send your own to the VeVe web app right now. Before the certain date, they were going to convert it to layer 2 automatically. Now they have to wait until the bridge website pops up, or until not pops up, but until they develop the website. It's probably developed already until they launch it, I should say. What's going on, Kurt? Just a tab. Yep. In between. Yeah, so you don't really have to scroll down, George. Like, you could stay right here on the screen and tap right in between the buy now, or right in between. It's in between the details button here, the box, and this notify me bar. That little sliver of today, like teal, right there. And like I said, I like to just scroll down a little bit. VeVe just tweeted 30 minutes to go. I like to just scroll down a little bit, probably so you can barely see that dragon, just so it's like in the middle of my phone. It's not all the way down here. It's not all the way up at the top. It's kind of just like right, like right in the middle. It's just my preference. Yeah, Bulldog, hopefully that helps. Anybody else who asked that question? You know what? I had a feeling someone's talking about me. That's hilarious. No, that's how I lost yesterday's drop. Johnny Dunn gate click. Yeah, George, hopefully that helps. I'm not sure the reason why you lost yesterday's drop, but Low Fly in the building. What's good, Jay Dunn? How we doing, Tommy? How we doing? Baby Yoda. Yup. And you know they're gonna, right? It's just a matter of time before they do that. Willow Kid in the building. Finchy in the building. How's it going? How's it going? Going well, Jordan. Crypto Dizzy. Steamboat Mickey should have an FE. No FE on Steamboat Mickey hurts the value, in my opinion. I mean, we all thought it was going to get FE, right? But this is the reason why. I mean, FE is now more so for the art. So that's why the lenticular cards got the FE. That's the first edition artwork. And that's how it's going to go moving forward. So I don't think Steamboat Willie will get the FE because it's not the FA of Mickey. But here's the thing. I don't think it hurts that collectible too much. There's some collectibles that are just so amazing looking, or the importance of that collectible, the value of the, because Steamboat Mickey is the real life first appearance of Mickey Mouse. The significance of that, the importance of that really doesn't need FE to have that value. Would it have helped it? Yeah, I'm sure it helped it, but I don't think that collectible needs it, to be honest. When people see Steamboat Willie, it doesn't matter if it has the tag or not. That's already an iconic collectible. And I think the FA tag, the FE tags, they help every collectible that it gets added on, of course. But look at the Captain America premium version, the secret rare. I mean, I do have this one for disclosure, so obviously I want to see it do well. But that one doesn't have the FA tag, right? And I think that's the reason why it's hurt that collectible, because we see the Mighties have the FA. I'm a firm believer if that Captain America secret rare had the FA tag, that would probably be minimum 10K. I'm thinking probably like 20K, maybe even more. But I think that collectible still will get there, just based on the animation, based on the fact that this is the first Captain America in premium format. It's not as significant as Steamboat Willie. So I think Steamboat Willie is going to do a lot better, even with the more additions. I'm not positive if it will, because that Captain America is $400 retail. But again, a lot of it determines and means a lot with the value associated with that collectible. So Steamboat Willie, I don't think it needs it to really help it. Basically, I don't think not having it hurts that collectible is what I'm saying. Do you think it's better to sell a secret rare Deadpool for the Disney lenticular cards? It's a tough one. I mean, Deadpool, FA of a big character. Me personally, I would rather have, if you could have all the Disney lenticular cards, like that full set, I would rather have the full set than just the secret rare Deadpool. That's just my personal opinion. I think Disney is just too big of a brand to ignore. First edition Disney. I mean, that's all you have to say, right? Elsa is definitely on another level. Yeah, it was a hilarious time back then. What's your price prediction for today's drop? Bosco's asking. I think these are going to do pretty well. We see the physical versions going for over $1,000, right? Over $2,000. Now, again, I'm not comparing this exactly with this because, I mean, we don't know how many editions this has in real life. This is a completely different colorway. But, I mean, this is the physical version, right? I don't know whose picture this was at Decon. So if this was your picture at the Decon event, let me know. I'll give you some credit. I saw on the Twitter, so I just took a screenshot of it. This galactic version is $2,400. And this one looks amazing. So I'm thinking this could be like a Series 2 one day or a Series 3. Or maybe they surprise all the series holders of all the sets of these dragons with like a secret rare and it ends up being this physical version. Could you imagine that? That would be amazing. I think this is going to be awesome art for your VeVe house. I know for me, I would love to get the red one or the gold one. Probably the red one a little bit more, actually. Because if I'm thinking aesthetic-wise, if I have my two golden dragon girls, right? And then the centerpiece of that is that red dragon. I think that would just contrast the colors amazing. Smash the like, fams. Dr. Strange, appreciate you big time. So, Bosco, to answer this, I don't have an exact price prediction, but the ultra rare I think will do really well. Ultra rare is only 888 editions. I see that one probably starting out above 1,500 easily. I'm thinking like 2K maybe. Maybe I'm completely wrong on that. I'm not too confident in this price prediction because we've never seen these dragons before. At least I've never seen these dragons before. So I'm kind of just completely guessing here. I'm thinking the Torch Dragon may actually flip the Jade until these cultures all come to the VeVe app, because I think the Jade is a really popular color in different communities, different countries, and different cultures that may not even be on the VeVe app just yet. I'm thinking probably more so the Torch Dragon, aesthetic wise, looks more appealing to most people on the VeVe app right now. I think the Jade will do probably better than the Torch Dragon long term, though. I probably like the uncommon for the first time in my life more so than the all gold. I can't believe that. I like something more than the all gold. And it's probably because the gold wings on the red design, on the red colorway. Big fan. What do you guys think? What do you guys like the best? Are you a big fan of the original common colorway? Some people are. Some people like that one the best. I'm a big fan of the way the red looks. With the gold wings, I think it just looks clean. And I think if the all gold had eyes, I think it would just pop a little bit more. The fact that the all gold doesn't have eyes, I feel like it just kind of blends in a little bit. Whew. Would you sell Pluto to go towards a Joe Mad Batman, Rare Spider-Man, or Supergirl? Man, tough questions. Pluto, ultra rare, first edition Disney. Just got done saying how important first edition Disney is. It is Pluto. So I feel like out of the bunch, Pluto's not the most popular out of that bunch, but maybe I'm wrong. I think Pluto's still iconic and still very popular. That's why they added him even in the cards. But I think out of all the cards there, it may not be the most popular. It is the ultra rare though, so I do think the ultra rare Pluto will follow the secret rare Goofy as that one increases. But for me, I think you guys know I'm a huge fan of Joe Mad Batman. I only have one, but I think the first set of VeVe is going to be just untouchable in the future. I think Joe Mad will be that last Batman in that first set to get out of reach. Like we already see the Rizzo out of reach for people. For me, it would be out of reach too. The Todd Batman's getting out of reach. The Becky Batman is still hovering around like the 2K range. I think eventually the Becky will go off to 5K and so on. It'll start to get out of reach for people. And I'll leave that Joe Mad Batman. Joe M will probably be the last one people strive to get before it gets out of reach. So, but then you have the rare Spider-Man, the rare one. I think you're talking about the first Marvel NFT Spider-Man, which I'm huge on. Rare Spider-Man could actually do, could do better in the short term, medium term, until VeVe starts to become that household name worldwide. I think people would love the fact that it's the first ever Marvel NFT. Everybody knows Marvel. Boom, first ever Marvel NFT. It's a rare. The ultra rare is going to follow the secret rare like we've been seeing lately. And then the rare is going to follow the ultra rare. So I love that rare Spider-Man. I would probably say out of the bunch, Supergirl gets, the worst end of the stick there. I love FA Supergirl. I think it's going to be big. The first one in the cover series, the Cover Girl series. We're going to see more and more cover girls. Series 2, Series 3. That's the first ultra rare. I think all three of these will go up in value. But for me, it's more so between that rare and the Joe Mad Batman. And I'm leaning. I think it depends if you're in it more for the short, medium term or the long term, just long hold. Long hold, I would go Joe Mad Batman. First ever set. That's going to be untouchable, I think, on VeVe. But until VeVe becomes that household name, it may take another year or two. It may not because of how fast things are moving these days. But I think more people are aware of Marvel. Marvel's first NFT, Spider-Man. To have a rare, I think that's a pretty good one. For me, it'd be between that rare Spider-Man and Joe Mad Batman, I think. Morning, Green Goblin. I'm waiting for Jurassic Park to drop. Wow. You know what's funny? I was so hype on Jurassic Park, and I completely forgot about it lately. With all these other drops that I'm thinking about, we're all thinking about the superheroes. I start thinking about, wow, we haven't even touched sports yet. Like, sports are my life. I grew up, everything I do, you guys can tell I relate back to baseball or golf. So, like, I grew up sports. I lived and breathed sports my whole life. So, when sports drops on VeVe, that's going to be a whole nother era that we haven't even seen. Now, I think the superheroes are probably more reliable consistently to carry that value long term because there's just too many sports players out there. I look at it as almost like an NBA Top Shot. Now, not saying anything bad about Top Shot. I think long term, the macro of Top Shot could do well. It's just the micro. There's too many players, right? I mean, most of the NBA players, they may not last even 3 to 4 years, unfortunately. So I feel like once sports comes to VeVe, if they do have every athlete, it may get a little saturated with not every athlete will be incredibly valued long term. But those Tom Brady's, those top of the echelon, maybe some huge rookies, right? Or maybe even just your favorite players, they might do well. But for me personally, I can't wait until sports come just because I've been a huge sports fan. So NFL players, MLB players, hopefully one day. I'm really waiting for the day they drop PGA tour players, golf players, right? I mean, golfers, Tiger Woods. If we have a Tiger Woods collectible, you're going to be seeing Johnny put some things on the market. I'll go all out on Tiger Woods. That's one thing I'll do. Obviously, I'm not going to let go of too many big pieces, but just for example, we haven't even had sports yet. So, yeah, somehow, last time you clicked the wrong spot. Let me go over that real quick because that does happen. It even happens to me to this day. So one thing that I learned in the beginning was when you're on this drop-down menu, if you click the details and now you wait for the drop and you expanded the details basically, the buy now button will slightly move. I'm not sure if it's below this little sliver of blue or not, but I remember every time I expanded the details of this, like clicking that and then wait for the drop, the buy now would slightly move on me and I would always like just miss it somehow. I don't know why. So I keep the details closed. I don't like to hit notify me. I feel like it's just going to slow down the processing speed, like notifying me. So I like to just keep it as it is. Keep it about middle of my screen. Like I said, I don't like to have it too far down. Just about like middle of the screen right here. And the buy now button will pop up right in the middle of this, right above the notify me and right below the details. So right in that little sliver of teal. Hopefully that helps. And again, I'm going to act like there's 0 minutes left and we'll do the countdown. So there's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Click. Would have been really close again. Again, the buy now button pops up 1 second after 0. So in order to predict that 1 second, I'm just staying in rhythm with the countdown and really trying to. I press buy now slightly before I see the buy now button pop up. That's why it's like a psychology thing. Sometimes you're too early. If you're too early, you're not going to get it. There's only a slim chance to where you could press it too early and then hurry up and like double click or click again the buy now button. Very rare that happens, but I clicked in the wrong spot because the page dropped down and it moved the buy now to the bottom of the page. The hell am I doing wrong? Yep, so absolutely. So let me go one more time. I'm not sure if you just heard that explanation or not. You probably did. So that's a big thing right now. Do not expand the details. Sometimes you may not even realize you did it or not. That's one thing I've just learned through the experience of doing this. If you bring down the details, it's going to move where the buy now button pops up slightly. Leave the details the way it is, just like that. And now it's going to pop up right here. So hopefully that helps. Oh, let's go. Getsy's first live stream. I'm going to be tuning into that, my man. I'll be doing my first live stream tonight with Rebel Duck. I'll be talking about my VeVe journey and unboxing my version 1 physical TOD. Super pumped. Let's go. That's amazing, Getsy. I'm going to be tuning into that. Let me know what time that is. Everybody in the live stream, definitely tune into this one. I mean, Rebel Duck, if you guys aren't familiar with Rebel Duck, huge person in the community, right? Putting in a lot of work with the charts, analysis. Just a great person, genuine person. Make sure you guys go follow Rebel Duck on Twitter and YouTube. And then we got Getsy. Getsy, you starting the YouTube channel or what, my man? You got to get that YouTube channel going now. Guessing $500 and Ultra 1K. Yeah, if the Ultra Rare, I think Ultra Rare will maybe settle around 1K. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it'll settle around 1K before it takes off again. I think it'll come out in the market probably like 1,500, maybe 2K, and then people are undercut and maybe work its way down to like 1K, maybe get down to like 900, and then maybe work its way back up. Maybe I'm completely wrong on that, guys. That's just kind of how I'm seeing it happen. Dube said, make sure you don't hit the drop-down description. It changes as the drops will mess you up big time. Yep. I see gold at a grandish. Yeah, I can see that. Uncommon pops. I agree. Uncommon just looks amazing. For some reason, that red and gold together is like some of my... I didn't even realize until I saw it together. The red and gold are some of my favorite colors contrasted together. I'm not sure why, but it just feels like royalty. The common and rare are very clean. The rare is the jade, I believe, right? Yeah, the jade one looks really good. No, Kurt, I did not finish the set of the lenticular cards. Did not. I think that'll be a good set to get for sure. Anytime you can finish a Disney set, I think it'll be a good one, especially a Disney Series 1. Anytime you see Series 1, it's probably going to have a Series 2, 3, 4, and so on. So, especially from Disney. Have you tried the gun massage for drops? QSKJHDQSMLKDNDJ username. Sounds like an undercover username right there. So I would say definitely do not use a massage gun for the drops. Obviously, you guys seen those clips of people going viral doing that. I have a feeling that that's illegal. Anytime you use anything besides your thumb, it's probably going to be illegal. Now, you may wonder, well, how would they even have proof, right? Because the VeVe team has an AI system or another team or whatever the case may be. They're able to like understand the tendencies of you and your app. So if you press the button at a certain speed consistently, and then all of a sudden you just, magically have crazy fast speed, multiple presses like that, they're probably going to flag your account for suspicious activity. It's like an AI learning system, I would say. I like the common and uncommon. Yeah, a lot of people actually said their favorites were the jade, the rare, and the common. Missing the Joe Mad physical statue, Jerry. Don't have the Joe Mad or the Becky. My goal wasn't to get that first set. I just wanted to have the first ever of that series, the Batman 1/100, and then the very last one. Todd, I had to get it because it was iconic. And I just replaced it. So I actually just put up here the Todd. I removed my comic books that were up there just for today. Show off some of my Funko Pops. It's kind of hard to see them, though. You can't really see them. Got a Michael Jordan one, an all-gold Biggie one. Big fan of that. I got Tiger in the middle, another Biggie with a LA shirt, AI, and then a Lil Wayne Funko back there. I'm going to have to get like a real HD camera soon to zoom in and get all the details of the background. I was looking to buy some Omi in this morning's dip and still waiting for my money to transfer as I watch the Omi price rise again. Oh, man. Is it rising again? It's always like the good problem to see. I think the whole market kind of rebound a little bit. I think everything's up just a tad. Omi's back up to 0.007. Good to see. 007, baby. There's only 4 million volume right now trading, so it's pretty low. 1.1 billion market cap. I can't choose which one looks better for me. Surprisingly, the least one I like is the gold one. Wow, okay, December. It's one of my favorite ones, obviously, the gold. But you're right, though. The gold one on this one doesn't stand out to me as much. It doesn't pop as much as some of these other gold collectibles we've seen. And I think that's just because, to me, right away, it was the eyes. The eyes are what stood out to me. I mean, right away, when you look at the top two, I see the eyes. And then when I look at the bottom two, it just feels like something's missing, right? Obviously, they didn't forget the eyes. It just wasn't part of the design. But I kind of wish that gold had eyes. I feel like if it had those eyes, the pupils, the black pupils in there, it would just make that pop. It's almost like it just feels unfinished or something like that. I'm not sure if it's just me or if anybody else feels that way. Appreciate that big time. The Todd in the background looks epic. You know what's crazy? When I got the Todd and then I got the Rizzo, I thought the Rizzo, being the more muscular looking one, I thought that was going to be a huge statue, be huge. When I got it, I was like, oh, that's the Rizzo? I was like, that's it? It kind of let me down. When I got the Todd now, Todd was a huge box. I thought it was like a mini fridge that I got ordered or something. It was just huge. Anybody who's never got a physical collectible, I always tell them you should get a Todd Batman, even if it's just a V2, because V1's out of reach for some people. So, you know, it hooks them. Even a V2, it may not be valuable in the future, but just unboxing that Todd McFarlane Batman for the first time, how big it is, it's going to draw everybody into physical collecting. I can almost guarantee it. Not too many feelings like that when you get a huge order like that in the mail. Unboxing the physical Todd Batman, you'll be surprised how big it is. Scared that there'll be another series of golden moments. Now, Kurt, I don't think there will be. I think there was some worry about like the Fab 50 or whatever getting released. I'm pretty sure VeVe has made it clear that there won't be any more golden moments from Disney. That was like a one-time thing. Now I see more golden collectibles possibly if they release, say, the Mickey Mouse NFT series 2, 3, 4, 5. Say there's only 5 series, right? Maybe they reward all those holders with a secret rare all gold. I don't think it would be all gold Mickey Mouse just because they already have that with the partner statue. So maybe that's a bad example. But I do think that as more Disney characters come out, we may see more characters in gold from Disney. But it won't be the Disney golden moments, for example. That was a one-time thing, I'm pretty sure of. The best long-term investment right now for 2,000 gems. Ooh, this is a great question. I mean, I haven't really got this question too much. Let me think about this one. The market's closed right now, so I'm just going to have to go off memory, which isn't that hard to do because we're all addicted to it. I'm loving that Batman first set. 2,000 gems. Wonder Woman's under 2,000. That's another great collectible. FA Wonder Woman. FA Joker. FA Harley Quinn. FA Joker's like 1,400 right now. FA Harley Quinn, I want to say, is really low. You may be able to get 2 FA Harley Quinns for 2,000 gems. I think it's only like 750. 760 didn't run up to Harley Quinn FA. Surprised that it's half of what Joker is. I feel like it should be up right below where FA Joker is. Joe M. Batman is another great one. What are some other things off the top of my head right now? One that never gets talked about is the Rewind collectible. And the reason why I say that is just because obviously Givenchy is out of reach. The Givenchy. I like to just say Givenchy, but technically Givenchy. That one's out of reach. But that Rewind logo is still under $1,000, I think. Now we're going to see Rewind Series 2, Series 3. They've already announced a partnership with Coinbase. VeVe has the first ever Rewind drop. It's a Rewind logo. So maybe the logo could be a good one too, long term. I never really did too much digging on that one lately, but I feel like that one never gets talked about, and that popped in my head right there. I think they've even teased that we may be seeing another Rewind drop soon on VeVe. So I could see that logo going over 1,000 soon. But I would still say more so FA Joker, Joe M. Batman, FA Harley Quinn, FA Wonder Woman. These first appearances of these iconic characters are going to be legendary. For a little bit more than 2,000 gems, I think it's at 5K right now. Superman, FA Superman. I think that's a 20, 50, 100K collectible easily. This is first appearance of Superman. So just some of those off the top of my head. I hope that helps. Also, comics. There's some great comics that are under 2,000 gems for sure. Let's see. Where are some comics that are still under 2,000 gems? Fantastic Four Ultra Rare. Fantastic Four #1 Ultra Rare. That's still only like 900. I have one of those comics as well. Journey into Mystery. It's another great old school comic book that's still pretty low. Fantastic Four Fantastic Four Doctor Doom. That's another great one. I think that's pretty low. I'm not sure what these secret rares are going for, but I think the ultra rares are still pretty cheap. Maybe load up on some of the commons. Amazing Spider-Man #1. Let's see here. I don't think you can go wrong loading up on those Holy Grail comics. Fantastic Four #1. Marvel Comics #1. That obviously ran up a little bit now, though. The first wave of comics. Huge, I think it will be. Jason Fabok Batman. I don't love this Batman, but I think all Batmans in Season 1 will do well just because it's Season 1. I'm kind of iffy on what's going to happen with all the Batman that aren't first edition, first appearance. I still think that it's a licensed NFT from a huge iconic brand, so it should still do well. It just may get hurt because there's so many other Batman that have more significance or more value. Pretty sure Jason Fabok, though, was a Series 2 Batman. Let me double check on this. It's either Series 2 or Series 3. I haven't looked at Jason Fabok in a while. Yes, Series 2. I knew it was up there. So being a Series 2 Batman, that's going to help it a lot. I think that'll definitely be more valuable than some of the later Batman that got dropped that don't have FEFA. So out of the Batman that don't have FEFA, Jason Fabok's probably one of the better ones. What in the bot name? It says, don't understand. How is it considered a bot? Just because it's a random name, he was saying. Where can I get them VeVe lights behind you? So these VeVe lights are not for sale. So basically, the Yokomi team, shout out to the Yokomi team. I mean, they looked out for us big time. They hooked us up with the merch, the apparel. They looked out for a lot of early influencers and just people that were repping their name, repping their brand, helping the community grow. Felt amazing when they looked out for us. They sent us over the VeVe light, a couple other collectibles. This is actually from Andrea. She gave me this one a while ago. If you're not following Andrea on Twitter, make sure you guys follow her. I'll bring up her Twitter name in a second. Gave us some other, little collectibles out there. So I thought it was just amazing. Let me go find. I mean, Drea, she hooked it up big time. I mean, she makes 3D VeVe collectibles, I would say. This is definitely someone you want to follow in the community. And it won't focus up, of course. Drea _ Valeria. And she's also got. This is her business Twitter. So if you guys want any kind of awesome VeVe merch, she makes collectibles. I think she has a 3D printer, so she's able to do, a whole bunch of awesome things. This is her Twitter. Paracosm Design. Yes. So make sure you guys go follow her. I want to give her a shout out because she's the one who sent me this over a while ago. This is awesome. And she also made the Fantasy Football Championship trophy. So I felt like this is an awesome little gift. I want to give her a shout out there. I hate taking things off my shelf. I usually break them. That's good to go. Miss Rose in the building. Let's go. Oh, man. 33 seconds. I almost missed the drop. Could you guys imagine that? All right, 20 seconds to go. I'm going to back out, come back in. All right, 25 seconds. Whew, I almost missed the drop. Could you guys imagine that? I'd be so disappointed in myself. 15 seconds, guys. 13. Good luck, everybody. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Click. Oh, what? And it just went straight to sold out. Oh my gosh, what? Oh man. Let's look at the film. I thought I had that perfect. Maybe my timer, I should have backed out like right now. I like to back out when there's about like 20 seconds left. I backed out when there's about like 30 seconds left, I think. Look how crazy this was. I thought I had it perfect today. We'll see. I got a systems overload message and didn't go through. Oh, look how quick that was. Come on. And it just went right to the gray screen. So usually that buy now button stays there clickable. Let's give it a look one more time. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think I was faster than you guys today or slower? I felt like I was really fast today. But again, it shows you that's not guaranteed. Oh, man. I like double click too at the very end. I think not the very end, but instead of just clicking once, I think I double tapped the click today. Oh man, I don't know. I think I should have got that one today. But it's just what happens, right? It's not a guaranteed system, timing it perfect. Plenty of times people show me maybe they timed it faster than me and they didn't get it. So I think it's one of those things where if you consistently do it, you should have better luck over time. I almost missed a drop. That's crazy. DraftKings autograph has the first Brady drop, and other sports stars like Tiger Woods, Derek Jeter. Yep, they do. Now the difference of that would be, say if VeVe drops a Tiger Woods, right? It'll still be a first appearance of Tiger Woods because this would be the first appearance of Tiger Woods in 3D premium collectible format. It won't be the first appearance of Tiger Woods on the blockchain, but that's going to be different than in premium 3D digital format. I just face rolled my keyboard, sir. Did Getsy get one? Oh, no, he's saying, let's go. Cole in. Yeah, Jordan, definitely start a YouTube channel. Anybody in the VeVe community, thinking about a YouTube channel, just start it, Use me as inspiration. If I can start a YouTube channel, you can. Thanks for replying, man. Yeah, difficult choice between Joe Madden and Rare Spider-Man. I have Penguin too, and I feel with the movie coming out, it may be the one to get. Yeah, Penguin's going to be amazing. And also, Penguin's super, super rare in the real world. I think Penguin, there won't be another Penguin. Yes, you need that gold dragon secret rare next to my gold dragon girl. Absolutely. Miss Rose, that's why I wanted to get that gold one. But I also thought that red will contrast that gold dragon girl so well, too. If you have a really good spamming finger, then just, keep spamming it. I always say it's like a golf swing, baseball swing. I relate everything back to sports. So if I was a coach, I'm not going to tell my whole team, you have to bat this certain way. Or if I was a golf instructor, you have to have the swing just like mine. I actually have a pretty ugly golf swing right now. So I would suggest, anybody swing the way you feel comfortable with. Whatever way is working the best. That's legal. Oh, yeah, the Funko Tide. I'm glad you got one, Jerry. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's going to be awesome. I had to get that one. Paz in the building. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is with that gold dragon, all gold dragon one. Price prediction after the drop. I'm thinking the all gold one may start out at like 15, 2K and work its way down. Maybe I'm completely wrong. The ultra rare dragon girl, when it got dropped, season 1, came out at like 700 in the marketplace, went to 800, 900. I bought a second one at 900, and then hours later it was like 2K, 3K. And it's basically been staying there. It hasn't really increased too much. Let's go. Oh, let's go. You did. Did anybody get the drop today? Maybe silver moments? I'm going to catch up on the chat. Marvel Comics 1 rare. That's a great one to get to. There was only one secret rare on the app at one point. Unbelievable. Sorry if I didn't get to your chats. I'm just scrolling down. Don't reload the app. What's going on, guys? Sold out, gone. Reserving order. Timer was so messed up. Can't even load the app. Wow, what happened with this drop? What if this was a bot trap? What if they made it so like all normal users couldn't get the drop, and there was only bots that were allowed to get the drop, so they know anybody who got this drop was a bot? Nobody got this today. Sell my golden moments Mickey hat for a group. No, James, that's one that I'm gonna say. I'm gonna come out and say, no, it's not really equal. Don't do that one. My opinion only, not financial advice. No, I missed out today. I did not get one. I feel like everybody, yes, don't exit the app. If you exit the app right now, you won't be able to get back in. See, Gio, I want to say this, though. The reason why they're not addressing or talking about it is because if they're investigating things, they can't give out too much information. So just think about that, right? We all want to have the transparency, hear them talk about every step they're doing. But those people that are doing stuff illegally, they're going to be listening to see what their reaction is. So I think they're just working behind the scenes and not putting out too much information. So I would just have faith that they're working on it, is what I would say. Like, I have 100% faith and trust that they know it's an issue and they're actively working on it behind the scenes, I think. So that's what I'm thinking. Leon Gill, Jordan Finch, I was in your position last week and just made a channel and uploaded a video on VeVe. Go for it, bro. Let's go. Leon Gill, I'm going to give you the shout out of the day right now. What is your YouTube channel? Is it just Leon Gill? I'm going to type in Leon Gill VeVe. I'm going to give you a sub and I'm going to shout you out to the fam. Yep, press it perfect. We can grow together, man. Absolutely. So it looks like rebounds are not a thing right now. Something happened with the drop. Nah, I missed out today. Wow, Jo, you hit a rebound. That's solid. Bot trap, let's go. It could have been. I don't know. A 41 group. That would be the only way I would do it. Yeah, Marty McFly, wasn't that quick? I felt like if that was, see, that's what I mean. It's not guaranteed. The only thing you can do is just help your chances each time, right? So, Leon Gill, what is your VeVe username? Is it Great Leon? No, that's not it. Like, what's the title of the video? I can't find it. J.O. saying he hit first time today since November. He can't be happier. Hey, if you hit it, then congrats to you. It's Mr. Leon. Oh, okay. Mr. Leon VeVe. What's the title of it, my man? Oh, yeah, you're confusing me. Leon Gill. Do mint numbers matter on VeVe? Let's go. I found you, brother. Subscribe. Let's go. Leon Gill, new VeVe YouTuber. Let's give him some love. He's got 12 subs. Let's run that up. We got 69 people watching. Let's get Leon Gill over 50 subs. Let's give him a good head start, guys.
Yo, guys, what's up? In today's video, I'll be answering whether mint numbers matter in the VeVe app.
Let's go. Let's run him up. Let's do another VeVe fan member some love. Leon Gill, do mint numbers matter on VeVe? He's got 13 subs. You guys are already going to sub, and let's go. Let's get him to 50. Let's run him up. That's what we do in the VeVe fam. It always feels good. Let's go. Absolutely. Had to do it for the fam. At which frequency are you successful with the drops, please, Johnny? Which frequency? You mean like which alien frequency am I tuned into? So, I mean, I'll go over it once again, guys, but something I think happened with this drop, not normal. So, like, as the timer's counting down, right? I can't really even explain it on this video, so let me try to... All right, perfect. So we'll have the video from today. The buy now button pops up right here, right above this notify me bar, right below the details. And with 15 seconds left, I start really thinking in my head. I try counting down, and we'll get the video going more. So at 10 seconds, I'm really starting to focus in. I start counting down in my head. 10. I'm probably starting to count out loud at like 8, 7 seconds. And again, guys, I'm waiting until 0. And then 1 second. I'm clicking buy now before it even pops up. So right after it hits 0, I'm staying in rhythm, trying to count 1. And as soon as I think it's right before that 1 full second, that's when I click. And as you can see, I still missed it today. So like I said, it's not a guarantee, but I think the more times you can time it perfect, the consistency, like if I was to time it that perfect, the next 5 drops, you can bet I'm probably going to get one of those 5 drops at least 1 or 2 times. So it's not guarantee proof, but it should definitely help out the consistency. Okay, Walker, let's go. I've been to educate the Arab community about VeVe in Twitter, 50 new user in the app because of me. Let's go. Yeah, for some reason, this drop was definitely strange. This is a tough one, Deja D. So should I liquidate my duplicate Elsa and C3PO to get ultra rare Steamboat Mickey to complete my set? This is a tough question. This is going to come down to, do you want to profit on the return on investment for your Elsa and C3PO? Because I have a feeling you're going to be able to sell those two for big money one day. Now, would you rather have that or a bigger collection? You won't have those duplicates to profit on later, but you'll have a lot better of a collection, a completed collection with that Steamboat Willie ultra rare. It's going to be huge. But at that point, say Steamboat Willie goes to 20K, excuse me, 20K, 50K, and so does Elsa and C3PO. That's great for your collection, but now you won't be able to profit on those individual pieces because once you sell it, you're going to then have to be okay with parting ways for it forever. So, like I said, it's going to come down to your situation. You want to be able to profit when you want to have a bigger collection. So, let's go. Giving some love to Leon Gill. Absolutely. That's love. You're inspiring all of us, JD. I appreciate that, Willow. Big time. Also, I don't know how they don't catch the people after comic drops that have all the 3 digits. I have multiple screenshots from yesterday on the same 3 people selling all the 3 digits. Wow, interesting. So, Gio, I would definitely, show that evidence to maybe the VeVe team if they're too booked. Send it to Claire. Claire's someone in the Discord. Claire's an OG, Claire Griffiths, and so send her the screenshots. Maybe she's able to help out. Send it to some more people because I feel like when everybody sends it to the VeVe team, they get kind of overloaded. So maybe send some screenshots to Claire, and she'll be able to help forward it to other people in the team. And she's a Discord mod if anybody's unfamiliar with Claire. Lil Wayne voice. Oh, the common 884. What's your price prediction? I didn't even go over the market prices in the morning or before the drop happened. My price predictions on the common sub 1K, I think it's going to do pretty well. Obviously, sub 1K is definitely pretty valuable. If I was targeting these, I would definitely want a sub 1K. It's not a sub 5K or a sub 500, sub 100, but still, 884 is going to be big time. Now, it's a common. You may not get a lot right away. I think the commons will probably be slept on. But I think this is a drop, like I'm saying, for more of the culture that hasn't been on VeVe yet. So maybe if you can long hold it, once the different communities, the different cultures come onto VeVe, find VeVe, the app gets, being able to read the app in different languages. I think that's when a lot of these different communities come to the VeVe app and find this drop, find the Ultraman, find maybe the Lunar New Year stamps, and a whole bunch of other things that are dropping that are more geared to different countries. That's when I think these low mint commons will probably go off on this drop specifically. Yeah, I get so congested after like an hour or two on here. It's unbelievable. One new house. Lots of ducks. I have 6.9K subs, 9.6 million views. I'll post your channel on my community post. Hey, DG Vet. Look at you. That's amazing right there. JD, look at IG. Oh, man. Jay, was that you? Or is that me? I can't tell if that was yours or my screenshot or video. If that was yours, you did an amazing job right there. You can't get faster than that. Jay, do you mind if I show this video? Today was faster than ever, for sure. Jay, do you mind if I show that video? I just want to show the people how fast you were. Because it looked just like one of my drops that I show. You did an amazing job right there. Jabe, that's what you need to do. If you keep that up, whatever happened with this drop, it didn't go as normal. Maybe it's just because it was super limited. I mean, it was a very limited drop. But I feel like everybody's timer, something happened that was off today. So don't feel bad. I mean, I didn't get it either. That is a drop where if I saw that, I would have guessed that you did get it. So if you, like I said, if you do that for the next 3 to 5 drops, you should land one. Yeah, exactly. K Walker. I think that secret rare is probably too cheap for what it should be. It's one of those things, right? It's all psychology. When we see a secret rare sitting there for $700, we're like, wait, what? 888 editions, secret rare, $700? That doesn't make sense. So you don't want to buy it, right? It doesn't entice you to buy it. That should alert you and be like, oh, I need to pounce on this opportunity. But we're humans, and for whatever reason, we look at that and say, I don't want that. It's only $700. It should be more. Then the price is going to be $1,500, $2K, and people are going to be like, oh, I need to get it. So it's like, it's so strange how that does work because in all humans, it's just how it is. Don't sell the gold for Willie. Yeah, it's a tough one, man. I mean, you're selling off 2 gold pieces, first ever Disney Golden Moments for Steamboat Willie, which is going to be iconic. It's just so tough. Like you said, you're trading gold for like another important, very important, iconic piece. I always say try to get it another way if you can, but obviously we all have limited money, so. Bought a Spider Woman and I am holding her long term, waiting for the movie to come out. But what should I be able to buy and sell for a fast flip? Any advice? Not financial advice. So one thing to think about, Anna, great question here. You may want to also think about the tax that comes involved with these different licensors that may increase or decrease your, options. Meaning, if you go for the Disney collectibles, the Marvel collectibles, they're going to have a higher fee for when you go to resell them. So you may have to wait a little bit longer as opposed to maybe looking at some of the DC collectibles or other company collectibles or other brands, I should say, other artist collectibles. They're going to have a smaller fee. And what I mean by that is if you take, for example, what's something that's relatively cheap? That's a Disney, one of the Disney cards, say whatever the cheapest Daisy Duck card is. I think it's like $450, maybe just under $500. If you go to flip that, say you bought it at $500, right? I forget the exact percentage of the Disney tax, but say you bought it at $500, you're going to have to wait until that increases a lot more in value to flip it, to sell it, to at least profit $100 on because of that large Disney tax, as opposed to focusing on some of the other big brands, but that aren't Marvel or Disney, because they'll carry a smaller tax, so you don't have to wait as long for you to flip it, sell it, and get that profit, if that makes sense. So just maybe something to think about. Yesterday I was hanging out in the market and there was at least a couple users that kept popping up, flipping the Falcon comic. Their names popped up at least 10 times. That's pretty interesting. I mean, I would definitely take screenshots and just, either send it to some people to make them aware of it, or just keep it in the back of your head and, start to study and see if those names keep popping up. You don't really know for sure if they bought it for cheap, go to resell a bunch of them for higher, or they got a bunch on the drop somehow. So those are things that you have to think about. Today was definitely faster than ever. No luck today, Billy the Kid. Struck out big time. I felt like my timing was perfect, but no luck. VeVe adoption is real. That's a fact, too. When Marge dropped for The Simpsons. Wow. Marge is definitely going to drop. Lisa. I bet we see Homer and Bart drop, too, again. They won't be FAs, but they're going to be in their yellow color. That's how I'm thinking it. So what do you think the prices of Bart and Homer will be, being the FA gold, and then they drop the Simpsons characters with Bart, Homer, Lisa, Marge, and all yellow? That'll still be amazing. That'll still be great, because there's going to be people who want to collect all the Simpsons characters, right? But what's that going to do for the FA of Bart and Homer in gold? That's why I can't let that one go just yet. He said, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, let me show you. This is James. It looked like mine today. Oh, man, that was faster than mine. James, I'll give you that one. You were faster than me today. Look at this. I think you just tried again. We'll have the video restart. 0. Click. Oh, man. No, you can't get faster than that, James. That's amazing. This is mine today. I felt like even I was quick, but Jabe, I think you were faster than me today. But again, guys, like I said, it's not a guaranteed way. It just increases your chances. Whoo! Like, I might have been a half a millisecond slower than Jabe right there. But usually with that timing, I should still get it. What's your view on Batman vs. Croc? I like Batman vs. Croc. I don't think it's going to be, your ultimate holy grail collectible. I do see it appreciating more than 1,000, but I'm not sure when. I have a feeling that it may take some time until we start seeing these other battle statues. If you Google DC battle statues, let me show you. I can always Google it too. DC battle statues. We're going to see a lot of statues come. I think it's going to be, they already have the tab up there of DC battle statues to let you know Batman versus Killer Croc. I mean, this is just the first one, right? That's just the very first one. The other significance of this is the first Batman in color on the VeVe app. So just like I was talking about Mickey Mouse, let me see this focusing up. There we go. Just like I talk about, that didn't really work. There we go. Just like I talk about Mickey Mouse, when we see Mickey Mouse in color on VeVe, that's going to be a big deal. It's probably going to happen in the NFT or the Mickey Mouse NFT collection, Series 2, Series 3, and so on. I bet we see Mickey Mouse with the Fantasia hat on, probably in color. And so that's why I think the first Batman in color is a big deal. That's why as a Batman fan, I had to get it. But I'm not sure how quick these are going to appreciate. I think it's going to take, the second battle statue, the third one, the fourth one, and so on, until people put a high value on that first battle statue. Like if you just look down the line here, some amazing looking statues still to come. We got Superman. We got Batman, Harley Quinn, Killer Croc. Superman one looks amazing. There's one with Batman and the Joker. You got the Batman who laughs. Like there's so many iconic battle statues that look absolutely amazing. Like I said, I think there's going to be master collectors in just DC battle statues. Like, look at this one. This is Batman and Joker. This is going to look awesome. So just try to think of, what's the value of the very first one once all these get released. It may take some time for that to happen, though. That's the only problem. Brendan Z in the building took an L today. I took an L as well. Yeah, Disney is 8.5%. They're hard to flip. Exactly. That's the only problem with those Disney collectibles is it's a high percentage of a fee. So if you're trying to flip those short term, it has to be a pretty valuable collectible to have a lot of demand to increase that value quickly in order for you to profit a good amount because of that licensor fee. Fun Under the Sun, it's a tough one. First Disney, first edition. I still go Elsa. It's hard to pass up one of those Disney golden moments. Elsa being as big as it is, frozen, huge. I think the way it looks too, the aesthetics of Elsa. Don't get me wrong, Goofy's going to be a big one too. First edition, first ever secret rare. DG Vet, I'm going to check you out too as well, my man. You're saying you don't need the help with the following, but I'm going to still give you a sub. In the VeVe fam. Oh, yeah, let's go. Looks like you do a lot of streaming and stuff nowadays. We got 6.34K subs. Definitely a bigger YouTube channel. Shout out to you, DG Vet. Jabe. I bought 25 yesterday for 17 to 18 and holding for a while. Not everyone is botting though. That's what I mean. That's a good point too. So I think it's always important to, make that difference that not everyone who has a bunch of collectibles like that is botting, but I think it's important to be aware and take, maybe take screenshots and just, keep track of people. Not a bad idea. Yeah, absolutely. MCF2F. Hopefully, I was able to answer all the questions. If you guys have any more questions, definitely let me know. The market should be opening soon. We're going to see what the prices are. What is the common poster? I don't think we have. Oh, the cards. What's your take on the Mickey Mouse common lenticular cards? I think you mean. Do you see it doing well in the coming months? Paul, I'm a big fan of those lenticular cards, especially the Mickey Mouse ones. I have two of them for disclosure. I have a low mint Mickey Mouse one. I picked up a 3-digit 658 for $658. Someone just listed it as the mint number price. So I picked that one up and then I picked up a floor. I think it's going to do great. We see time after time in VeVe, they make the most popular characters the commons. So that's why I think the Mickey and the Minnie is the common. I wouldn't be surprised if Mickey Mouse first edition flips a lot of the other rarities just because this is Mickey Mouse. That's why I picked up two of them. I thought people are going to sleep on it because it's a common, but that's why I picked up a 3-digit and then a second one because I think it's going to grow a lot in value. I didn't want to flip my second Mickey Mouse one until at least 1K. I see it being more than that. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'm wrong, but I felt like this is the first ever first edition Mickey Mouse. We've seen the first appearance of Mickey Mouse and the partner statue, Walt Disney, together in one golden moment. Iconic. Steamboat Willie, that's going to be iconic just for what that means in real life. And now this is the first edition Mickey Mouse. I don't see that under 1K. I definitely see it doing well. Hopefully that answers your question, Paul. Any tips earlier when you show the video of catching a drop? Your scene's faster. Yep. So I've done a bunch of tips in the stream. I can do it again for you. I try to think of the timing method as like being a quarterback and throwing to the wide receiver slightly before he's open. I always call it like a timing route. Maybe the wide receiver's doing a slant, like 3 steps up, and then he breaks. The quarterback, if I'm Tom Brady, I'm not going to wait until Antonio Brown is open and then I'm going to throw to him because by the time the ball gets there, he may be covered. It may be an interception. Tom Brady's going to make that pass to Antonio Brown running a slant before he's open based on the timing. They probably practice like 3 steps up. As soon as I hit my 3rd step, boom, throw it. That's how I'm timing these drops. As you can see, it's not perfect. We just saw with Jabe. Jabe's feeling even did, I think, better than I did today. When I talk about perfect timing, that was perfect timing. You're starting your click just a tad bit before you see the buy now popping up. So you're not reacting to saying the buy now button's popping up, boom, then click. There's going to be a little bit of a lag. You're probably going to be a little bit slow there. So the timing mechanism just tries to predict when that buy now button pops up so you get in there before the people that are reacting to it. It's not perfect, but I think if you keep doing that, the consistency of you getting the drop will increase. 50-year-old gamer. Hey, man, there's no age limit in gaming, right? Oh, tough. I don't think you can go wrong with either one right there. We don't know if there's going to be utility for having the full set of these cards or not. Hey, Punch, 11 in a row, man. You're struggling a little bit, but it's only 11. We've seen Willow strike out 30 in a row. Willow's due for a big one. You're due for a big one, Punch. If you're going to the hospital, I hope you're not going for the hospital for that reason. If it's for another reason, you're feeling sick or anything like that, feel better, Punch. Yeah, I agree, Green Goblin. That's the thing. These collectibles, it's like the fleet of cars right now. It's a lot of fun. But the people who are invested in the gasoline, the fuel that fuels all of this, I think is going to be the real winner long term. So if anyone's holding Omi out there, I think that's going to be huge. Let's see if the market's open. Nope, market's still closed. Let's go. All my friends also upset at me because I asked them to try. My only friend is JD in this community now. We got. Hey, Punch, I appreciate that big time. And yeah, we got each other's backs for sure. Everybody in the VeVe fan. And that's the thing. I mean, I've had a lot of friends in real life who made fun of me. They were literally making fun of me saying, why would I listen to you? I'm doing great with all these stocks. I've moved out. Why would I listen to advice from you? And it's like, all right, man, you can, shame me, all this, but I'm just trying to help. And now they look at it and say, wow, if only I had just listened, if only I was a little bit less hard-headed, if only I just had a little bit of trust in JD, right? A lot of them, they don't even answer me anymore because of that. So, we as a community, yeah, definitely, we stick together. And it's okay. I mean, a lot of times, I've also had a lot of friends who are just on the cusp, they're kind of afraid because they can't withdraw money. And that's understandable. I mean, not everybody can put in money that they can't withdraw. So if that's one of the reasons, I understand that completely. I do have some friends that feel, they're interested, but maybe they feel a little bit worried because they can't withdraw just yet. I don't think they've done as much research as we have to understand that we will soon be able to. They may not have that confidence just yet, and that's okay. I think one day they will, and they'll realize that maybe if they got in earlier, it might have been better, but I think anyone who gets in within the next year is still early in the long term. Joshua Alejandro did not get one today. Missed out. Hey, we up to over 34. See, this is what I mean, though, Willow. You have a great energy, my man. I mean, you're not sitting there. Obviously, you're frustrated, right? I mean, you want to get the drops at least once in a while. But I mean, you're not going to be, moaning, complaining. I mean, yeah, it's frustrating, but kind of just got to laugh at it at this point, right? Yeah, the signatures on the back of the cards look awesome. My collectibles in the building. Congrats to all who got one today. Also, my collectibles, awesome YouTuber out there. Make sure you guys go follow him. Makes great content. I always check out his videos as well. Good question here. Around how much of a hold do you think it will take for these Disney cards to reach their peak? I think their peak is not going to be seen for a while. I think it's going to be a constant, little bump up. Maybe we get a big drop announcement, bump a little bit down, but it's going to be higher than where it was before. Then we come back up a little bit again. It's going to be an ebb and flow, just like everything else. Some of these collectibles, I think the peaks will constantly rise. I'll talk about a few. Todd Batman, Rizzo. I think that first set fully. Joe M, Becky. I think that set will always keep growing as VeVe keeps growing. Partner statue. Marvel Comics #1. Every rarity. The common, high mints, the common low mints, the rare, ultra rare, the secret rare, of course, the uncommon. All of them are going to continuously grow, I believe, as VeVe keeps growing. The secret rare Spider-Man is going to be huge. Probably one of the most valuable collectibles on the VeVe app. The first ever Marvel NFT. All the rarities of that one as well. Because everything's just going to chase each other. As that secret rare gets to 1 mil, the ultra rare will keep rising. The commons will follow the uncommon and so on. The commons actually are a little bit more expensive than the uncommons right now. So those are always going to battle each other out based on a bunch of different reasons. Maybe some people like the pose of the common better. A whole bunch of different things playing a factor there. Yo, hopping in bed. See you guys in the next drop. We getting something on the next drop. Let's go, December. That's the attitude I want to see. Thank you, bro. Never would I ever FUD. You don't truly lose till you quit. We just keep coming back. The day will come. That's a fact. It's like in boxing, right? If someone punches you in the face, you're gonna quit, or you're gonna get back up in the ring and say, "Let's go." You know. Yep. Absolutely, Punch. Yeah, Punch says I would have placed a bet that you got one. Now I feel better that I'm not the only one. Yeah, I struck out big time today. I really thought I was gonna get one. When I didn't get one, I was kind of shocked. But at the same time, I mean, there's so many people on the app, you can't be shocked. It's just when you time it perfect, usually you have an idea if you're gonna get it. There's been times where I struck out on the drop, I knew I had no chance. This one I thought I had a chance. Kind of lagged right there for me on my screen. Let me try it again. Like the stream kind of lagged right there. Whew. Like as soon as I clicked, it said unable to reserve. So for me, I feel like the timer must have been off. Maybe it felt like the timer was off for a lot of people. The Batmans behind you are bangers. Let's go. Had to switch it up a little bit. Shout out to Sean, Comics and Crypto, and shout out to my guy, Tyler Gear, VeVe Chusk. They're the ones that send over the comic books that are usually up there. Just for today, I wanted to just replace them with the Funkos, some Todds. I didn't think my Todd Batman would fit. For whatever reason, it didn't fit before, so maybe I don't know why it wasn't fitting before. I guess I moved something, but what I did was I moved the entire shelf back. That way I could fit this on the screen. That's what I did. So found a way to fit the Todd in there. I like it up there a lot better, so I'm going to find a way to add the comics back up there. But, I mean, I have to show off the Todd Batman, right? And the Rizzo, of course. I love my collectibles channel. Let's go. Got some love in there. Yeah, he's got a great channel, great content, great person, too. And I'm sure that we're going to see the OG Disney character designs, too, at some point. I think these are the newer designs. Maybe it's based on the Disney Plus characters, the way they look right now. I guarantee that someday we will see the old school character designs. I'm not sure which one people are going to want more. I think the collectors will want both. Oh, that is awesome, DJ Vet. He says, I own the whole Death of Superman comic series, signed by Dan Jurgens, signed at the Comic Con the early 90s in NYC. Wow, that is amazing. I probably don't even know enough about that to understand how amazing that even is right there, to be honest. It's a dog-eat-dog world. I didn't score, but I did get the ones that count, which are the golden moments and the Disney cards on drops. Regardless, I'm super happy on drop days no matter what. Absolutely, Adam Gonzalez. Absolutely. Facts. This is another thing. Great point. Bring this up, Willow. I do want to talk about this. Willow said, I just been having fun in the secondary. I also been around since March, so I know that's what we have to do now with the drops. It's only 5% of the VeVe's vision. Patiently waiting for MCP and the VeVeverse. This is huge. A lot of people just joining now, they may not even understand that the drop system, the drops that we have right now in VeVe, are only 5% of VeVe's vision of what's going to happen. Right now, all we have are the drops. Every couple days, maybe it's every day, once in a while. That's all we have to do, right? Drops, new collectibles, and then put it in our showroom, really. That's all we can do with the VeVe experience. They've talked about numerous amounts of times how this is only a small percentage of VeVe's entire plan of what they're going to do for the whole VeVeverse and everything that's going to be rolled out soon. So I look at it as almost like a Sims roller coaster tycoon mixed with like everything else involved. It's going to be an immersive world digitally, virtually. Now, it's not going to happen overnight. There's going to be small iterations of that, right, as it develops. Probably the first thing is going to be, all these different showrooms, how you're able to come to my showroom, I can go to yours. But eventually, I think what the first iteration will probably be almost like a multiplayer where I'm in my showroom. You can come in the showroom at the same time. Maybe we can interact in my showroom and stuff like that. And so the drops are going to be almost like the gift shop is almost how I'm seeing it. Like we're going to have all these different attractions eventually as it gets developed. Disney World will probably be in the VeVe-verse. So you have all these different things you can go to. Then you have the gift shop. Maybe you get your first edition Batman, first appearance, whatever the case may be. So that's kind of how I'm seeing it. Which brand is the best for beginners to jump into? And I think there's obviously some brands that are bigger than others. I think it's so important to focus on the things that you love. And then you have your collection of the things that you love, that you got them just because you love. You're not even really worried about the price. And then maybe you have a couple collectibles here and there that you did get to maybe flip and that kind of thing. So if that's what you're talking about, for me, what's worked for me is I focused on the bigger brands that is worldwide known that is still kind of cheap. And so I did that because maybe I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I know the whole world is a huge fan of it. So it could be something for me to flip a little bit later. Fun under sun, my man. Market's still closed. He says, rumor has it, if you smash the like button, it increases your chance of getting the drop. Appreciate you big time. Obviously, it doesn't actually increase your chances of getting the drop, but it does send it out to more people. It helps out the channel, and maybe it brings in some new VeVe users as well. I bought 5 Spider-Gwens yesterday. I think that's a good one. I think a lot of people are loading up on that Spidey. I still have to get a couple. So I'll definitely be looking to get a couple of those. Yes, a gift shop. Exactly. I really see it one day where kids are going to be racing home. This is how I see it, right? What just happened with Disney World the year of the pandemic? They lost a lot of money. So many people couldn't travel to Disney World. They're about their money. So they were probably sitting back and saying, how do we prevent this from ever happening again, right? How can we have people come to our Disney parks when we can't travel? How can people come to our Disney parks virtually, digitally? Then comes the VeVe-verse. Then comes Ecomi, right? I really think that they've been kind of working together for a lot longer than maybe they have announced, because the Disney CEO, they've announced that they're working on a metaverse behind the scenes, right? And so I think it's going to get to the point where kids aren't traveling to Disney World anymore, maybe once in a while, but with all the, everything that's going on in the world, whatever the case may be, the money issue, it's going to get expensive to travel there. I think kids are going to be racing home, putting on their AR glasses. Maybe they don't even go to school in the physical world anymore. School is just done at your home through AR glasses, VR glasses. If it is still in person in school, like a physical world, kids are going to be racing home, putting on their glasses, going to Disney World virtually, going to Disney World from their living room. They're going to be on all these attractions, everything that's going on. And then you can get right next to it, the gift shop, the VeVe-verse, all their different collectibles, first edition, first appearance, all these different things. No, we did not get the drop. Android. Most people missed the drop today. I feel like something happened where the timer messed up for everybody or whatever the case may be. And most of us did not get it. I think somebody had a rebound today, though. Rebound, maybe it was J.O. Market's still down right now. Market should be open any minute right now. Maybe they're going to keep it closed because of what happened. So, Jabe, to answer this question, I think you're going to be able to send your collectibles to Immutable X Marketplace, your wallet in Immutable X. Now, it's not going to be every collectible on the VeVe app at first. It's going to be mostly the artist collectibles. So, Ron English, the Jermaine Rogers, Frank Kozik, Tristan Eaton, the Decon collectibles, Scott Tolleson. So this will probably be one of them. A lot of these artist collectibles will be interoperable first. Then as the bigger brands start to feel comfortable with it, then they'll start to follow. So how many users are there right now in VeVe? Great question. So I don't know if we have the exact details, but I would say a couple weeks ago, a month ago, they put out somewhat details. They said we have over 1.4, 1.5 million active users monthly, and we have about 20 to 40,000 new users daily. That was about a month ago now. So I would say we're probably at 40,000 new users a day. Crazy. J.O. got the rebound. Yep. It was a tough one. This drop, I'll show you some people who like Jay's feeling. This is his reaction. It's like impossible to get faster than this, right? And then here's mine from today. I feel like mine was just a split second, a little bit slower than that. But usually with the time that I like the speed that I did today, usually I still get it. Not usually, but maybe usually. Like that is quick. So, like I said, it's not a perfect remedy, but the more times you can time it perfect like that, the consistency will get better, I think. Yep, Ecomi has a secure wallet, by the way, to keep NFTs safe. Yep, they do. Now, their secure wallet that they have right now, I mean, it's out of stock and it comes back and then sells out immediately, but that's a secure wallet that holds the OMI tokens and a bunch of different cryptos. They have announced, they don't know when it's coming out, but they have said before they will be releasing another wallet, another Ecomi secure wallet, but this one's cheaper and it's going to be focused just for the NFTs and OMI, I believe. So this is a cheaper one that you won't be able to store all your crypto on, but you will be able to store your NFTs and OMI on. That's something that they haven't really talked about recently, but they have talked about that months ago. Robin J, the buy now bump disappeared straight away. Yeah, this was a very interesting drop, guys. We haven't had a drop like this in a while. So I'm not sure what exactly happened. But what happened was the bots and everything like that. We'll be interested to see what happens, but I think it was a combination of things. Maybe the timer kind of messed up on everybody's drop. Maybe the B words got in there. Right? Maybe it was just a super limited drop. I'm not sure, but things definitely didn't seem normal on this one. Portfolio is going crazy right now. He said, I can't believe you guys really don't see the numbers. There's 1 million users and only 9,000 MTs dropped today. Yeah, exactly, Portfolio. So I think it's a combination, right? I think combination of demand. I think combination of just so many people on the app nowadays. Catching a drop is hitting the lottery. That's a fact. And I think a lot of people are just so used to grabbing everything because a lot of us have been here since March. So I think a lot of us are just used to getting all the drops, getting everything in the store. But it's not going to be like that. It's going to be a blessing to get one of these NFTs. So I think it's really going to shine a light on the people who do have big collections, I think. So luckily I am in that position. Someone's saying the market's open. Nope, false alarm. No worries. Sometimes you go to click the market and you think it's open, but you're still on like the store tab or something. I've done that too. Oh, Leon Gill, this may be interesting too. Maybe they do, alternate zones somehow. I don't know how they would do that. Some people are saying like they turn on and off certain servers. I have no idea on the back end. Leon Gill saying, I really do believe VeVe alternates between zones on the drops because usually when you win, I don't win. But on the Disney Friends drop, I got 2. I was on your live stream and you didn't. And he's from London. I'm from London. So yeah, Leon Gill, that's interesting. I'm not sure what the case may be. I know for a fact though that my buddy, shout out to my guy at VeVe Chess, Tyler Gear. He lives in my hometown. I mean, we went to elementary school together. He lives like a block away from me. He has a newer phone than I do. And when I get the drops, he doesn't get the drops. He gets them once in a while, but he's been on the struggle bus lately for the drops. So I'm hoping my boy comes up clutch, gets some drops lately. But that's why I always think like, I got a lot of comments saying like it's all about the location, but I'm not sure if that's the case because like I said, my buddy literally lives in the same town as me with a newer phone a block away, and he hasn't been getting the drop. So Portfolio says it's open for real this time. Oh, it is open. Let's go. All right, so the ultra rare is 2.1K. What a guess. I said I thought it would come. Now, be careful because there's only 13 in here. I'm under the impression that it could dip a little bit. But like I said, I thought it would come out 1.5, 2K-ish. 2.1K just came out as the Gold Dragon. The Jade Rare 650, there's only 21 available. The Uncommon Torch Dragon is 300. Now it's 400. 25 available. I do like that one a lot. 250. I'm going to try to snag this one. I just saw pop up. Did not get it. 250 I felt like was way too low. Tried snagging that one real quick. And then we have the Common going for 275. Wow, so it looks like a lot of people are trying to list it for a quick sale, like 250 for the Torch Dragon. Looks like all of them have been delivered, though. Every single one has been delivered. Now we're just waiting for them to come in the market. So the Common's going for 200. Looks like 220 right now. There's 37 available. The Uncommon Torch Dragon, 399, so back up to 400. There's 54 available. The Rare Jade going for 500. There's 39 available. Ultra Rare back down to 1.4K already. Yep. For the All Gold Dragon, 33 available. National Pokemon Day, February 27th. Got any insider insight, Johnny? That's hilarious, Paul. I wish I did. I have no kind of insider knowledge, insider insight. Even if I did, I wouldn't tell you, but I don't, unfortunately. I wish I did, but no insider information or anything like that. I'm under the impression that we would not see Pokemon this early, even though it is Pokemon Day. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we do see Pokemon, right? But I always thought that they would release a huge brand like that not until the VeVe app is like perfect, right? Until we can handle tens of millions of users, until they got the new drop system working right. I don't see them releasing Pokemon on the VeVe app until all of that is situated because they know what would happen. I mean, we saw what happened with Disney, right? Kind of hurt the app just a little bit in the micro before they were able to re-engineer it again and kind of get that all situated. When they announce these huge IP drops, they got to make sure the app is running like smoothly. So I think they're still in like beta test mode. They're still working on a lot of things. I think if we start seeing the social media part of the app really ramp up big time, I think maybe that's when I may start to think, okay, maybe we are going to get a big IP announcement drop soon. I'm excited for Pokemon Day. Shout out to Randy too. I think Randy's a huge Pokemon, lover, big time in the Pokemon. He used to have a lot of experience in Pokemon. So, he's a big Pokemon fan. I think we're all excited for Pokemon Day, but I'm not sure if we're going to see any kind of announcement that they're going to be dropping on the VeVe app. Maybe it's an announcement that VeVe has the license. I have no idea. But even that announcement would bring in millions and millions of people. So I think they're going to want to wait until the app's perfect. Dev saying, heard Feb's full of drops. You know what's coming? So I think that's the rumor around the community right now. We'll find out if that rumor is true or not when February is over with. But I think people are like gearing up and anticipating big drops happening soon. That could also just because we haven't had one in a little while, and we usually have one every so often. Yeah, Willow, same. Again, maybe they should just kind of like us hoping that we don't get it this early. It's so funny because in the beginning days when VeVe first launched, like March, April, well, for us, obviously launched in January. But for us, when we found it like March, some of us April, May, we were all kind of waiting like when Marvel, when all these big brands, right? We were all excited for it. But now they've had so many big brands, Disney. We're like, wait, chill with all these big brand announcements, right? We're like, wait, we're getting too much too soon. Put a hold up. We don't have enough money for all this. So it's kind of interesting to see the dynamic change a little bit. I'm in the same boat as you, Willow. I'm kind of hoping we don't get a Pokemon announcement or release this soon. I don't think Pokemon this year for so many reasons, but I'm sure it's coming. I'm under the same boat, K Walker. I think we kind of understand pretty much as a community that the VeVe app still has a lot of work to do. I mean, they've done an incredible job growing from when we only had 8,000 users back in March, right? Think of that. 8 to 9,000 users in March total. Not every day we were getting that many. We had less than 10,000 users total on the VeVe app. Crazy to now think that we're getting 20 to 40,000 new users daily. Mind blown. So they've done an amazing job of re-engineering the app, making sure everything can work great. But Gio said one guy sold 2 ultra rares. Like I said, I thought the ultra rare would dip back to like 9,800 ish, and then it would climb back up. It's dipped back down to 1K. So I wasn't confident in the prediction of this drop, but it's working out exactly how I kind of anticipated. So the Jade Dragon is $299. The Torch Dragon is $280. Oh, Torch Dragon! Like I said, in the short medium term, this drop's working kind of exactly as I kind of thought. Didn't have much confidence in my prediction though. Like I said, in the short medium term, I could see Torch Dragon surpassing Jade, but in the long term, once all these communities from the different cultures start coming on the VeVe app, I think that's when the Jade really pops. I think the Jade is really popular of a color. Same with the Cthulhu statues, that Jade color. It's really popular in different cultures and different communities that aren't even on the VeVe app yet. So like I said, as more and more of those communities start coming, that's when I see the Jade color really taking off. Yeah, like someone's selling a 396 mint for 300. Like most normal people want to do that. Yeah, someone just bought it. I didn't buy it because it looks like a fake username and the profile is private. So that's another thing, guys. If you want to like make sure that we're kind of eliminating the quote unquote bots together as a community, we can enforce it ourselves by not buying from them. If you see a username that looks sketchy and has a private profile, don't buy from that person. I try my best to make sure that's a real person. Sometimes if I'm on a rush, I won't look at the username, but I try my best to at least say, okay, like I'm going to just give an example. Like, okay, this is the floor. We'll go to this person. We'll see if it's a private or public person. Private. And just because it's private doesn't mean it's a fake person either, guys. But sometimes you can tell by the username, etc. And for instance, like, all right, and we have Drew Seller. I think Drew Seller is part of the live stream too. Like, obviously, Drew Seller, real person. I wouldn't mind buying from him at all. So I think that's stuff that we can do as a community that'll definitely help. Like, for instance, this user's name is FARRRP. Like, that was probably a private profile. Exactly, private profile. I probably wouldn't buy from somebody like that. So just are those things that are cues to me to, you know, do my part in trying not to, I don't even know the word here, to help those people out, I guess I would say. Yeah, $170. I think it's even like $200, Jabe, depending on where you live. It is a very great wallet. You can hold all your crypto in there. But again, that's not the wallet to hold your NFTs. The other wallet that's coming out will be a lot cheaper, they said, probably around $20 to $30. And you won't be able to hold all your crypto on it, but you will be able to hold your OMI and your NFTs from VeVe. So I think that's going to be huge. Are you buying any of these dragons? Robin J, I'm going to wait. I'm not sure if I'll probably buy the Torch Dragon eventually. And prices have dipped a little bit from 280, 300 back down to 245. Pretty interesting to see them dip that low. I'm going to see how far they dip. I'm going to probably buy a Torch Dragon. So the Gold Dragon's back up from 1K to 1.1K. It looks like it didn't dip back down to 900. I'm not sure if it was in the 900 range or not. That's where I thought it could dip to, like 950, 900, maybe 800. But I think once it gets that low, it'll probably pick back up to Secret Rare. That's just kind of how I'm thinking. I did not expect to kind of predict the flow of this drop because we've never seen these dragons before. So I was very curious to see how they do. Wow, a 200? Oh, I tried buying that one. And that was from Sly Shy Guy 91. He looks like a real person, so that would have been a good buy. That guy just, he undercut the floor big time right there. He just wanted a quick sell. These are dipping pretty far, actually, further than I thought. $190. These are looking like good opportunity, possibly. Trying to snipe a 1,000 mint. See, it's tough because if you look for the person's username, it's probably going to be too late by then. So it's a tough battle. 195 for the Torch Dragons. That feels low to me. But again, only 54 available. I'm sorry, 183 available for the Torch Dragons. 180 is the floor. We got the Imperial Lotus Dragon Common, 200 available. 150 is the floor. The Jade, 115 available. 310 is the floor. So the Jade actually took over the Torch Dragon. Jade is now more expensive. The All Gold Dragon Secret Rare, or the Ultra Rare, is 1.1K. 176. I felt like the Torch Dragon should be more expensive than what it is, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it just keeps dipping. This is huge, Willow. JD, I sniped the common tiger stamp mint 00400. Wow. That's Willow, this is a huge mint number right here. For $60. This is amazing. This is probably one that I'm going to try to get off of you. This is amazing. 00400. A 400 mint. You could technically say this is like a 1-digit mint number too. And the fact that it's just an even looking number, that's big time. A 400 mint, Willow, that's huge. I agree. He said people are still sleeping on this USPS. If you had the first, second, or third ever physical stamps released, they'd be worth millions, and that's a fact. We have the first, second, third stamps in the digital format from USPS. That's legendary. That's amazing right there. I mean, we have the federal government partnered with Ecomi. Think about that. It's wild. VeVe drops Disney Golden Moments out of nowhere. Don't be surprised if they drop Pokemon. I think they are ready. I'd rather have it sooner before more people join. Also, Al has been more active. This is huge. Fun under the sun. You mean Al just joined Twitter, right? I mean, obviously, it probably isn't actually him. It's probably someone running the account for Al, obviously. But Al's on Twitter, right? I think there's a reason why they made him a Twitter account. Who knows what could happen? Maybe they do surprise us. I don't have any kind of inside information or anything like that to surprise you guys with. So can't guarantee it. He makes a good point. He actually hopes it would be sooner. As we were just saying, we hope it is later. I mean, the good thing about being a sooner is that there won't be millions of people here, right? If we wait until next year or later this year even, there's going to be many, many more people. So yes, James. I mean, the House of X, a lot of people got this comic book, the Ultra Rare, for that exact reason, because the Ultra Rare cover looks like a collectible. It looks like one of those toys in the actual comic book. So I think that looks awesome. I think all comics will get a boost as soon as we can put them in our showrooms because of the cover art itself. And when we can display them on our profile, that'll be huge as well. Wow, these are dropping way further than I thought. These are down to 148. The uncommon, I'm surprised. The common's down to 135. Really surprised at this, actually. The Jade is at 280. So the Jade's holding pretty well. The all gold is doing pretty well, 1.1K. Really surprised at the Torch Dragon down to 140. I thought it would easily be over 200, but trying to snipe a torch right now. At least bots slam down the price. See, that's the thing. I wonder if it is a controlled manipulation of the floor, right? Ooh, sub 1,000. 97 is a pretty low mint right there. Only 900. That sounds like a steal. He also has some in the comment section as well. You telling me you got all those on the drop fairly? I'm not sure who he's talking about, but it looks like that's the thing, right? This could be like one of those quote unquote bot traps. But also, I think just because it's a super limited drop too. Combination of both, probably. Exactly. As a community, we need to hold a standard and be more transparent. I'm really looking forward to more feed improvements too. Absolutely, portfolio. You know what? One thing I think a lot of people have been mentioning, which I think will be huge. I think it'll help out big time. All right, so next to everybody's name in the marketplace, instead of just seeing like, you know, these random usernames with like no profile screens, I think we should have like a check mark or master collector program rank or master collector program points right next to everybody's username. So you'll be able to go in and tell, is this person right here a real person or not? I mean, it's private, so we have no idea. So maybe if it's said right next to their name, like, all right, well, even though it's private, he's still master collector rank, whatever, right? Or this person still has this many master collector program points. So you can still make your profile private because not everyone's going to want to show off their collectibles, how much money they have, right? But at least even being private, you're able to see, is this person legit? Is this person been here for a while? Or is this a brand new, random, new private account that seems sketchy, right? I think when that happens, people will be able to buy and willing to buy from a little bit more credible people at that point. They got to fix the issue where you can't post something after buying. What's going on, Drew Seller? They got to fix the issue where you can't post something after buying. I'm not sure what you mean by that, my man. This username, Jiy HANANANA also has ultra rare 610. That's over 5 total collectibles right as the market opened. Yeah, I think seeing stuff like this is hopefully something that the Ecomi team can pay attention to. So maybe they're watching the video and they see this username. They're able to track, where they're sending their collectibles, where they're sending the gems for if they get the collectibles sold. So stuff like that, I think, is going to be huge. So LA Omi homies, I'm glad that you brought that up. And those are stuff to really be aware of. And again, take those screenshots and let the Comey team, VeVe team know. If they're a little bit too busy, I always say send it to Claire Griffiths. She's an OG. She's been here for a while, right? Very trustworthy. She's a Discord mod as well. And so you can send her information that seems sketchy, unsure, and she'll be able to forward it to the VeVe team as well. So stuff like that, I think as a community, we can kind of help the whole community grow by putting more awareness on that. Yeah, Disney Golden Moments was for Disney Plus Day. That's a fact. Wow, Ed and Eddie. Can you imagine? Those are some old school cartoons. I didn't even think about that. It's funny. In that interview, shout out to Big Collectibles. When he interviewed me and he said, what are some cartoons that you watch? I kind of blanked out. I haven't watched cartoons in the longest time. It was hard for me to think back. I said, hey, Arnold right away. I mean, that's definitely a big one I used to watch. Ed and Eddie was another one that I watched a little bit. So many low-key cartoons that you just forget about over the years. Jurassic Park, been waiting. T-Rex, can you guys imagine that? I mean, look how great the details on like the alligator looks, right? Can you imagine what a real T-Rex is going to look like? Cartoon Network. We haven't seen Cartoon Network drop in the longest time. I think Cartoon Network series, they've already had series 2, right? So it'd be series 3 at this point. I did get a Torch Dragon. But it's interesting to see the prices keep dipping like this. 149, but it goes to 165. I thought it'd be even more expensive. All right, let me go over the prices again. We got the common, 268 available. 115 is the price. We only have 194 available. 148 is the price. Rare Jade, 285 is the price. 156 available. So we definitely see the Jade a lot more expensive. So maybe I was wrong about the Torch started off a little bit more expensive, but I think the Jade definitely caught up now. Jade's a little bit more expensive. And then we have the all gold back down to like 1K range. Really wanting that comic integration. I want that so bad, Will. I think comics will boom once that happens. Dr. Doom Mighty, 182, a good buy at 1.9K. I think the floor is like 1K, 1.1. Maybe it's a little bit higher. Let me check the Mighties on Doom. Did Doom run up a little bit? Maybe it's like 1.3K floor now. We'll see. Let's see. It's definitely a great Mighty to get. I think Dr. Doom FA. It's dipped a little bit. Floor is 999. Let's see. So you have a 554 min at 1.7K. Oh, that 182 at 1.9K. That's super low mint right there. You have a 195 min at 2.4K. You could probably buy that and then relist it for like 2.3K, 2.4K, and it would sell right away. 182. The next lowest mint is a 158 mint at, or I'm sorry, 141 mint at 2.5K. I think it is a good deal, 1.9. Little expensive. I'd like to see you get it like 1.5K, but 1.9, I mean, I don't think it's that bad of a price point. Still pretty low mint. Yes, Jabe. We're verifying all accounts and link them to a phone number so Captcha sends you SMS every time you want to buy. I like this idea a lot. I think this could be implemented. The only problem is I feel like that would cause a little bit too much friction. But that would definitely eliminate a lot of those illegal, non-real accounts for sure. Now, if that wouldn't cause too much friction, I think that's a great idea. I'm not sure how FanDuel does it. Because FanDuel and DraftKings, you can't play games. There's no multiple accounts. Like, if you try making multiple accounts, you're getting banned for life. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, or questions, or excuses, or you're banned. You can't use it again. So I'm not sure if that's something VeVe wants to do right now. I don't think FanDuel was that way when they first got launched. It was that way a couple of years after the fact. So maybe this is like, they're still just getting started, and maybe they go that route in the future. I'm not sure. But I feel like if FanDuel can make it that way, DraftKings, I think VeVe could make it that way too eventually. The Torch Dragon is crazy on their value. That's crazy. I feel the same way. Android 415. But, the market dictates the prices, so maybe there's just not that much demand for it. It's back up there, 165. Yeah, I feel like just by the aesthetics alone. I mean, the Gold Dragon, there's 62 available, 1K. The Jade at 245. Dip back down a little bit, 171. I think the Jade's a good one, though. Jade's at 245. The Torch Dragon's at 168. So you saw the Torch Dragon hit a low. I think the low is probably 140. I don't see it going back down below that. Then it went back up to 168. And the Common's at 110 right now. Brandon Jacobs, I will buy. I need a Buzz and Woody. Wow, I definitely need a Buzz Lightyear. That's a fact, Willow. I think Woody will do great as well. I mean, to get any of those, Portfolio said he's just waiting for Toy Story. Yeah, to get Buzz or Woody or both is going to be legendary for sure. Hopefully, they incorporate both in the first series of that Toy Story set. If I can't get both, I mean, Buzz Lightyear is my favorite. I know some people may like Woody better. For me, I just feel like Buzz Lightyear in that suit, astronaut suit, with the wings, it would just be amazing. Ooh, $6.99 for 180, just that. I think that's a steal right there. Are you talking about the torch? 1288. Yeah, those double mints are definitely a little bit more valuable. 169 feels like a good price. I feel like 200 even is a steal, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just like this one a lot more than most people. Ultra rare Steamboat or Steamboat Willie or Mickey hat. Whew. Or two Mickey hats. I would lean. Oh man. Now, Steamboat ultra rare Steamboat Willie is going to be iconic. I could see that being a 10K, 20K collectible. Two Mickey hats, you're going to be in a better situation, I think. Because if you're a collector and you have that one ultra rare Steamboat Willie, you're going to be excited, ecstatic when it gets to 20K, 15K, and even more. But then what do, right? You only have one of them. It's going to be great for your collection. But when you have two Mickey hats, I think it's like a couple $1,000s, right? Maybe a few thousand, maybe like 3,000 right now. I'm not positive. When you have two of them, say that Mickey hat gets to 10K, 5 to 10K. You have two of them, so you can sell one off at 10K at that point. Hopefully by then the Steamboat Willie didn't run up to 20K. But I feel like you're always in a better situation where you can profit when you have multiple collectibles. I mean, you still have a Disney golden moment, right? That's the Mickey hat. I think those golden moments are going to be legendary. So will the ultra rare Steamboat Mickey, those being Series 1 of the Mickey Mouse NFT collection. It always goes back to the debate. Want that bigger collection, or do you want to be able to profit on that duplicate collectible? It's a tough decision. Wonder Woman or Green Goblin FA. I have one of each of these. Wonder Woman is a top tier superhero. You have the big three, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. I do feel like Wonder Woman falls right below them. Wonder Woman FA is going to be iconic globally. Green Goblin FA, I can assume that they're going to roll out a Green Goblin premium version edition. They probably will with a Wonder Woman as well. Right now they have the kid version of Wonder Woman, but it's the first appearance. So I think that's going to help out Wonder Woman big time. Once we see the premium non-FA version of Wonder Woman, that's going to help out the FA a lot. Same with Green Goblin. I'm under the impression that we will probably see Green Goblin in premium format, kind of like the Captain America. It just won't be the FA Green Goblin. So when that happens, I think it's going to give a big boost to the Green Goblin FA Mighty. Mighties will probably be in some kind of game, we're thinking. Shout out to Fred Durst, Limp Bizkit singer. I mean, he's been selling a lot of those low mints. I think he's been a big low mint collector and then flipper. So shout out to him. It's a tough one, man. I'm going to lean Wonder Woman on this one. Even though my gut, personally, I love Green Goblin. That's probably one of my favorite Mighties. One of my favorite collectibles, to be honest, just the way it looks. But I think worldwide, globally, more value may go to that Wonder Woman FA. Yep, I agree. I could see them both being commons, Willow, depending on what else they release in that set. I was thinking of it more like the first edition lenticular cards, like how Minnie and Mickey is both the common. For something like Buzz and Woody, I could see them both being commons. Everyone's going to want one of those to be the ultra rare, though. But just think of the price point, right? If there's like 2,000 Buzz Lightyears, people are going to be pissed. What's going on, Harv? Yeah, both are good. They are both long-term holds or long-term items. Yeah, I think so too. This one's tough, Invisible Friends. I mean, so either one's going to complete the set for you. The Steamboat Willie ultra rare, or that Mickey hat. He has the common and the uncommon Steamboats, and he has the Elsa. Man, ooh, such a tough decision, right? Again, it's going to come down to, do you plan to profit on those duplicate collectibles, or are you in this to build one of the, like, a better showroom, or a better collection, I should say? Because I feel like if you can get one of each, that would be your best bet, but it wouldn't be your best bet if you wanted to profit on them. Because like I said, when you have one, but you complete the collection, amazing for your collection. Not amazing for your tough decision that you're going to have. What do you profit on, right? So tough decisions right there. I would say, Harv, not so much that these won't do well. I think it's a little bit more of a question mark. It's a lot safer of a bet when you focus on the big IP brands like Superman, Batman, Marvel, DC, right? Spider-Man, Disney. When you focus on those big IP brands, there's not many question marks, right? Because there's popularity, demand in all of them. When you focus on, let me read his question or his statement. Harv said, to be honest, a lot of these unknown NFTs are not going to do well. This dragon one is an example of this. This thing is based on the real toy that sold for $250. This NFT has no tangible value, in my opinion. Now, I can understand where you're coming from with this, Harv, but you have to think about a few different things. Now, like I just said, the bigger IP brands are definitely going to be a safer bet. The Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, Marvel, DC, Disney. Safer bet than some of these quote unquote unknown artist NFTs. But here's the thing. A lot of these cultures and communities from different countries haven't even got to the VeVe app yet. This VeVe app isn't even being able to be read in different languages yet. When that happens, these unknown NFTs will start to become very well-known NFTs, because just because you and I don't know about them, a lot of different people around the world know about them. Also, the thing about it being sold for only $250, that's not necessarily true. As I showed you that some of these other, colorways go for $2,500 on some of these dragons. Now, the exact colorway of these may be going for only $250 for retail. I'm not positive on that. But just like we've seen with the Todd Batman, Todd Batman was $300 for a volume 1. Then VeVe happened. And then what happened to all these physical collectibles? Boom. Now that same Todd Batman of V1 is about $2K. Why did that happen? Because of the VeVe effect. What's happening right now is digital collectibles turns everybody into a collector. In the old days, the only people who wanted to go after that Batman was a limited amount of people. You had to go to the store, you had to buy that physical collectible. Now you have to worry about storage, keeping it clean. If it's a card, you have to go grade it, or a comic book. What's happening digitally, now everybody in the world is a collector. The ease of access is now there for everybody. So those physical collectibles that were only maybe $100, $200 are going to rise in value big time because of VeVe. It's almost like a physical store. I always equate it to a physical store. If I opened up a physical store, amazing job, amazing accomplishment, right? You opened up your first ever physical store, but you're limited. Maybe only a radius of 30 miles can come to your store. Maybe it's only open 5 days a week, 7 hours a day, right? You take that same store and you have it digitally, virtually. Now, the ease of access to come into your store is there for everybody. Globally, you can have everyone in the world who has an iPhone access to internet to come to your store now. It's not that 30-mile radius. Anybody who has an iPhone is now a collector. They can come into your store 24/7, not just 5 days a week. So same thing is happening with the digital collectibles, physical collectibles. I think digital is always going to be more expensive than the physical version, simply because the access is there for everybody. You can carry it around anywhere in the world with you. So that's my response to that one, Harv. I see what you're saying, though. I mean, for sure, the safer bet is definitely with the proven IP brands like the Marvel, Disney. But also, these are for communities that haven't even got to the VeVe app yet. That can't even read the VeVe app in their language. And being interoperable, these collectibles, being able to send it to OpenSea, Immutable X, I think it could do really well. It is safer, I think, in my opinion, to focus on the bigger brands, though, of course. So that's just my kind of rant on that one. Solid punch making moves. The VeVe effect. Absolutely. I mean, think about that, right, Willow? Like this top Batman, before everyone, really got a hold of VeVe, was $300. Maybe even less than that. I think it was like 200, 250. Because everybody started digitally collecting, it turned that many more people into physical collectors that were never physical collectors before. So what happened? They went out and got the physical collectible. What happened next? The price skyrockets. So just because something that isn't expensive in the physical world doesn't mean that it shouldn't have value in the digital world. Yeah, absolutely, Harv. He responded with, I see your point. For me, I'd rather hold off on the unknowns and focus on the top IPs. And that's an absolute perfect strategy. I think that's perfectly okay, Harv. That's actually what I did for the most part as well. Now that I do have a lot of these top IP brands and IPs, I have been kind of going back and getting the things that I like a lot artistic wise. Not so much just for the value sake, just because I like the art. And obviously, I don't think it's as safe as your Batman, Superman, Spider-Man type thing, Marvel, Disney. But for example, like the one painting from Decon, I'm going to show you guys. Like this is something that I wouldn't suggest people go and buy to flip or just for the value. I actually did. I sold a lot of my artist collectibles. Frank Kozik, unfortunately, Ron English. These are guys that I love their art too. But kind of like you're saying, Harv, I did decide to focus on the big brands like Walt Disney, just the bigger brands because I do feel like they are safer. But I'm going to bring up this one art piece just because this is an example of what I mean. Now, I bought this piece for, I think, $500. It got up to like 1K. It's back down to like 800. This is something that I picked up just because I simply just love the art. I love to have this in my showroom. It grew on me for the longest time. And so I was like, you know what? Obviously, this isn't Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, Disney, Marvel. Someone coming to the VeVe app may not even like this or know what it is. But for me, I went back and picked this up because I was just a huge fan of the artwork. So someone coming new to the app, I would definitely say the same thing, Harv. I would say it's probably safer to focus on the bigger IP brands that are already established, like your Marvel, Disney, Batman, and Super. So I definitely think that's an okay strategy, Harv, for sure. You're taking a little bit more of a risk when you're investing all of your chips into something that's not as proven or as popular as some of these bigger brands. I love Minnie. I think Minnie and Mickey will do amazing because those are the top two popular characters of Disney. And even though they're commons, I think, as we've seen before, Todd was a common, F.A. Joker was a common, F.A. Harley Quinn was a common, Wonder Woman was a common, Elsa's a common. So just because it's a common doesn't mean it won't do well. Oftentimes, like we've all seen and we kind of know now, the most popular characters are oftentimes the common. So Minnie, I think, will do amazing because of that. Daisy Duck long-term predictions. Long term, I think it's going to do great. Long term, I definitely see it being all the cards over 1,000. Daisy Duck is getting the short end of the stick right now. It's probably about like 450, I'm going to say, give or take. It's probably one of the lowest ones, even though it is a rare. And I think that has to do with just the popularity of it. It's not as popular as Donald Duck, Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse. And it's not that secret rare or ultra rare. So it's kind of right in between. It gets that short end of the stick. Short term, it may not pop right away. Long term, I think all the lenticular cards are a safe bet. Yeah, guys. Also, as we're shifting more to Ethereum, we're starting to see more and more fake accounts, spam accounts. And so VeVe just put out a tweet as well. They just made a Twitter account, or they just made a Twitter account. They just made a tweet saying, hey, VeVe fam, we've been seeing more and more fake Twitter accounts lately. There are only two official handles, VeVe official and Ukomi. VeVe underscore official and Ukomi underscore. So again, guys, make sure we're not getting scammed or anything like that. Buy what you love and know facts. That's a big thing. Wow, a 69 for 170. Whew. YOB is sweet. VeVe Vault in the house, my man. Yeah, appreciate you big time for tuning in today. That's one of those collectibles that I just love the art on, my man. It was about 500 for a while. I think it rose a little bit and then dipped back down to 500. And I pounced on it because I was like, if I end up making like a yoga room or something like that, a yoga center, that's kind of my plan for it. I have it right in the middle of my 2 dragon girls. I have one of the gold bases, I think, of Homer in there. And I was like, this is like a yoga mat, a gold yoga mat. And so that picture right there, or that artwork, I felt like was powerful. You know, I just love to look at it. There's some days where I just go in my showroom, I'm just looking at the art on it, obsessed with it. Now, I don't know how well that's going to do. I don't even really plan to sell that one because I don't have a duplicate. So if it does go crazy, it's 10K. I'm just going to say, great, I have a 10K collectible at that point. I probably should have copped the second one when it was at that 500 range, but I didn't have enough gems, so I got the one. But like that's what I was saying. It's definitely riskier to focus on those collectibles that are kind of unproven. I think a lot of these artists do have a pretty big following, but it's not as big, well-known, established as your Disney, Marvel, all that kind of stuff. Yes, like the move JD made to get the wall epic when you got to liquidate for something amazing or better. It's tough. These tough decisions, right? At the time, I was freaking out, stressed. I didn't know if I was making the right decision, but in my gut, it felt like the right decision. And I was happier with it because you guys know me, I'm obsessed with gold. So I said to myself, you know what? Worst case scenario, like I still have the Givenchy. I think that's going to do amazing. I wish I did have a duplicate still, but I said to myself, even if the Walt doesn't pop like I'm thinking it, it's still Walt Disney and it's still gold. The fact that it was all gold, I was like, I'm going to love to show this off in my showroom, look at it. So that's why I got it. VeVe Vault in the building. Hi, Punch. WOB looks fire in the showroom. I agree, Punch. Let me show you guys. I'm going to try to bring up my one showroom. Not to go around the whole thing, but just like the main, like the centerpiece of it, basically. And you guys can agree or disagree. Would you have done it or would you not have done it? Like I said, I'm trying to open up like a yoga center, I guess you could say. Anyone who's a yoga instructor, I'm sure there's going to be yoga in the VeVeverse, right? Yoga in the metaverse. Why not? It's going to be huge to talk about mental health think of how long we're spending on our phones all day these days, right? It's only going to get more as the more immersiveness happens, as we're on AR glasses all day. So I think mental health and just calming down the body, calming down the mind, I think yoga, meditation centers, it's going to be crucial. So if I could hire, a yoga instructor to run classes in my showroom, that's kind of how I'm thinking of it. Let's go. So like, here's my little gold yoga mat. And then we got like a meditation area. It's not finished yet, obviously, but like, I feel that's just powerful. I mean, that's the reason why I got it, just to have right there. Just good vibes. I'm gonna actually tweet the showroom out in case anybody's on the VeVe app. I'm gonna write yoga in the VeVeverse. You tell me if you go in there, tell me that's not a great vibe in there. It's soothing, it's calming. You're around Elsa, the golden moments, some of them, so it just feels like a good vibe in there. Spider-Man 2099 is up huge. Let's take a look at that. Glad to see that one going up. I don't have this one either. But I think it's an awesome looking collectible. And it's the first secret rare of the Mighties. I think that's going to be a big deal long term. And if there is some kind of game that's being played, maybe it does really well in that game being a secret rare. We don't know what kind of power-ups or anything's involved. But yeah, so it's finally above 3K. I think it was like chilling at like 2.7. It even dipped to like 1.9, I think, at one point, maybe even lower. Yeah, 3.3K right now is the floor. 3.3K. Let's take a look at this guy. I think it looks awesome. Got the little Spidey cape in the back. Yeah, I think that looks awesome. First secret rare in the Mighties. I wish I had that one. Somebody was saying they just got a 2099 mint of that Secret Rare Spidey for the floor price. Can you imagine that? How many golden moments in the showroom, JD? So there's not too many, Punch. I didn't want to include any ones that brought like a. I wanted to keep the vibe of this like happy and euphoric kind of. So I wanted to only include the golden moments in the showroom that bring like that happy-go-lucky feel. Of course, I wanted to add like the Star Wars, but I felt like that almost gave it like a not like a dark feeling, but like a different kind of vibe. So I'll go through real quick. As soon as you enter the showroom, you have this is my other painting that I got. I actually thought about listing this because I needed the gems, but I said, you know what? I may end up still selling that one, but I think that's going to do well. So I'm keeping that wave painting just for the vibe. Right before you enter the showroom. So I have the Walt there. I have the Mickey's hat. I have the silver painting. I feel like those are great golden moments to have. The other Walt, and then Elsa. And then that golden moment. I have nothing else really in the showroom right now. It's kind of empty. It's just those pieces. But I felt like the Waltz, just bring a certain energy, a welcoming energy. And then the Disney hat, and that kind of gives you that magical feeling. And then Elsa, just the beauty of Elsa just is like magnificent. So I feel like those are the golden moments I want to incorporate in this room to set that vibe. I don't know. It's just something about being in that room. I want to finish it. There's more art that I want to get eventually in the future, but I don't have the money right now. So the room is unfinished for now, but oh wow, it's your first ever secret rare from the drop. That's a great one to get right there. I've gotten blessed with some secret rare collectibles as well in the drop, but I haven't got a secret rare comic yet. So I'm waiting to see what the first ever secret rare comic is going to be. Yeah, so I originally had the gold and silver dragon girls in there, but I switched it. I thought maybe I was gonna let one of my duplicate ultra rare dragon girls go. But the more I kept looking at it, the more I was like, I can't sell this one. And then that's when I made the snippet video on YouTube. I was just looking at it and I was like, this is magnificent looking. This is the first ever premium art on VeVe. So I was like, I can't sell my duplicate yet. My second gold and silver dragon girl is not in that room. I just have the gold and silver, that artwork in the middle, and then my all gold secret rare dragon girl. I felt like having the all gold one in there too would be a good mix. How do you custom the showroom? So Justin Toledo, great question. First thing you're gonna want to do is go to the collection tab at the bottom of your screen here. And then once you're up at the collection tab, you're gonna probably see not as many of these because I have the full amount, 20 showrooms here. But you're probably gonna see a showroom. And what you do is you go up to the add button here. I'm not gonna be able to do it just because I have the full amount. But you go up to add. Once you go to add, you're gonna have two different options that pop up. What's this? Oh, this is actually a way you can edit and arrange. Wow, I just realized you can actually order. This is the first time I'm noticing this. You can actually order the showrooms that. Wow, this is amazing. Wow, I just found something out. All right, before I go into explain, see how I have so many showrooms? Some of my favorite ones are actually towards the end. So if I want them to come up first, I just found out how you can order these. So you have the add button, and then you have the little button next to it. To make the order, click that button next to the ad. That's the ad. Shout out to APB texting me. All right. Instead of the ad, you click that settings button. Oh, I just clicked add. So when you click add, this is how you custom your showroom. You can add the gallery showroom or an empty space, and then you just go through that, click on whichever one you want, and it'll bring you to that. But instead of hitting add, I'm trying to show you here. Click that little button to the right of add. It's like a little settings button. Boom. Now you can manage your showrooms. So now you can actually order whichever ones you want. Maybe I want, let's see here. Where's my Disney Golden Moments? All right, Disney Golden Moments. I love this showroom. So maybe I want this showroom, up a little bit more. You click on this button and you just move it. I don't want it too high up. So I'll leave it right after Johnny's World. And boom, now it's the third one that you see. So you back out, refresh the page, and now this is the first showroom, second, and now it's my third showroom. So this is awesome. I didn't know you could do that. So I just found that out on the stream. That's pretty cool. So let's go over the prices one more time. We got the common. Good to see this. So the prices, I think, hit a low, and now they're working way back up. 359 available for the common. We have 139 is the price. The uncommon, Torch Dragon, 231, back up to 175. I don't see how that stays below 200. I may get a second one real quick. We'll see if it dips back any further. If it dips back below like 150, I'm going to grab a second one. Then we have the Jade Dragon, 175 available. We have a floor price of 270 for the Jade. And then the ultra rare, the all gold one, still just right at 1K. Ultra rare, 55 available. 1K is the floor. Yeah, the floor. Yep. It's two of my Barts. So I have two Bart Simpsons. And one is the gold, the big gold circle. And then I have like a smaller one right next to it. One's like a big yoga mat, and then you have like a little tiny mat. I don't know. I just got creative with it. I just love the way that gold stands out. And I just feel like it looks so clean. Punch, you're gonna hit a secret rare, ultra rare soon. I'm feeling it. Yep, very simple, very simple. Just bought Donald Duck. These being the first card collectibles can be big. Can be like golden moments where they started off slow then pop. I kind of agree, V Kerr. Now I don't think they're gonna pop as high as the golden moments, but these are gonna be huge. These are first edition cards. One, it's the first ever first edition Disney. Two, it's the first ever cards on the VeVe app. I do think that there could be some kind of utility for the full set holders. I don't have a full set, so it's not like I'm pumping my bags on that one. I wish I had a full set. I would love to get it. I only have the two Mickeys right now. I think the Goofy Secret Rare will do great. Donald, I love a lot, Donald Duck, because of the music. I was listening to all the music that was being played on all the collectibles, and I think Donald Duck probably has the best music, meaning like the most positive vibe. When you go into someone's showroom, you're probably going to want that music playing. And Donald Duck, out of the bunch, I would probably say, I can't confirm this factually. Maybe someone can pull up the facts to prove me wrong. But just off of my personal opinion, I think Donald Duck's probably the third most popular character out of that bunch. To me, it is. I mean, maybe it's not to everybody in the world, but obviously I think Mickey and Minnie are the most. And then I knew Donald Duck probably the best. So I wish I was able to grab a Donald. Anybody who has one, I think it will do great. Donald is enormous. Let's go. Yeah, I think Donald Duck is a good one for sure. I also think Ultraman Comic could do well. I remember seeing it skim past 600 gems. Yeah, Harv, I agree. Legit need 30 gems to be able to afford one. Hopefully it dips 30 more gems for you, Harv, and you can snag one. I do think Ultraman will be great. The common, the uncommon. I'm probably a little bit personally more a fan of the uncommon, the Ultraman 7, just by the way it looks. But we really haven't even seen the Ultraman fans get on the VeVe app yet. Donald has so much history. I'd say he's number one. Could be, absolutely. Donald Duck may even be number one. I mean, he signs a signature with the number one, I think, because he thinks he carries the back of Disney, right? So, I mean, he signs his name with the number one that you see on the back of the card. There's only 9,500 of them. I agree. I think that Ultraman set is ready to pop. Now, it did kind of pop already a little bit from what it was before. But again, guys, this is all before the real fans can even read this app in their language. I think Ultraman is iconic. Ultraman is a lot of countries' Superman hero. So we could see big things coming for that Ultraman set. Ooh, there is way more Donald content than Mickey or any other character. That's definitely a big point right there to think about. Flagtastic Adventures. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys big time for tuning in. I will be signing out soon. Again, guys, NFT Pirates just made an awesome interview, awesome video with Taps Trades. If you guys haven't checked that out, I was watching the very beginning, probably about half of it. I'm not sure how long it ended up being, but before the live stream, I was tuning into that. So as I wrap this live up, actually, before I wrap this live up, I am going to do a giveaway. So that's something that's coming soon. But like I said, guys, after I wrap this live up, make sure you guys go check out that video. Awesome two OGs talking about their VeVe experience, things that they've learned, things that may have changed along the way. Always hear, it's always great to hear two OGs talk about their experience. With that being said, we are going to be doing another giveaway today. Joshua Tolleson was the OMI winner yesterday. So I think he's still setting up his Bitforex account today. Joshua, let me know when you do get that set up on Twitter. David Yu is a genius. We trust him and his team. Huge fan of VeVe and Lucky. We were all here talking about it. Let's go. Punch at the nail on the head. That's a fact. All right, guys, if you guys want to get entered into this giveaway today, I'm running out of comics. I may not be able to keep giving away this comic. I had like 40 of these. I'm going to be... There's 45 people on this last giveaway, so I'm not going to rewrite it. I feel like it would take too much time. If you guys entered the last giveaway, you don't have to enter again. But if you didn't enter the last giveaway, which was yesterday, you can write your YouTube username in the chat below. So I don't think you were here, Invisible Friends Twitter, 400K. So for example, you would write Invisible Friends Twitter, and then I'll write your name into the giveaway. It's a wheel, and it spins the wheel, and then the winner wins. And what I'm giving out today is a comic book as well. So I'm going to write Invisible Friends Twitter. Boom, got you. Again, guys, if you entered yesterday, you don't have to enter again. I'm going to have it all saved. So some people that I have from yesterday, we have Jerry, we have Gio, Harv, Joshua Tolleson, Miss Rose, Cool Mo, Junior Sanchez, Sam, Kryptonite. You got Tony, LA Homies, Dr. Strange, Led Jess. Got Punch, Getsy, Willow Kid. Got a bunch of people here still. Sagidot was not on that list, though. Just in time. Came back from work. What's going on, Idris? Idris was a winner in one of the giveaways before. Jose Ramirez, I already got you from yesterday. So again, if you entered yesterday, you don't have to enter again today. Just Led, I think I already have you. Yep, I do. How do you enter for the giveaway? I'm going to write you in here. Just got to write your YouTube username. You don't have to write your VeVe username. Flagtastic Adventures. Punch saying, take your time and educate yourselves as much as possible with JD and other OG content creators. If they had the VeVe Lite, they are legit. You know what, Punch? That's actually a great point. I mean, the VeVe Lite's like a sign of like OG verification, right? And absolutely, anybody new tuning in, I'm not the only content creator. There's a whole bunch of amazing people in this community. I'm going to list a few. If I don't list you, I hate listing people because I feel like I always leave out people. So exactly what Punch said. There's so many amazing people in this community. Don't just tune into my content. Tune into everybody's content. Amazing people in this community. It's always important to pick the brains of everybody's brain that's been here for a while. OGs, experienced users. Pick their brains, see what they're talking about, see where their feelings are on things, and then listen to some other people, taking what they have to say, and then at the end of the day, come up with your own conclusion. I think it's really important just to see all the other content creators out there, because this space has developed very quickly and it's going to keep on developing, right? There's going to be more and more people. I don't have Robin J. But again, guys, if you did enter already, Don't have to enter it again. I have Robin J.A. now. Family members, give me a call right now. Shout out to my brother David if you're watching right now. Not able to take the phone call. See, Thomas Conger. All right, Thomas Conger. Bayo Giavan. Do we have Seska in the building? Seska's now on the list. 468 is the name. When's the result? As soon as I get done writing everybody's name in, I'm going to do it real quick. Some new users tuning in today. I'm brand new to your channel. Yep, Invisible Friends. Appreciate you for tuning in today. So I already have you down on the list. So right after I get done writing everybody's username, which will be in a couple more minutes, that's when I'm going to start the giveaway. Max and Crypto. On Under the Sun, my man. Are you already in here? No, you're not in here. Why aren't you in here? Maybe you didn't tune in yesterday or tune into the live stream. Mr. Locknet. How do I enter, bro? King Teak. I'm gonna write you in here. Mr. Locknet. Almost positive I saw you on the list already. Yep, Mr. Locknet's on here. Got you, King Teak. Maverick. Maverick was not on the list. Must have missed last live stream. I want to enter. All right, Frank Leite. A lot of new users. The loyal users are saying, "What's going on?" J. Dion. I think I'm going to run a giveaway too for the members. I'm going to start that. That was from Kelvin. Kelvin Lima came up with that idea. Shout out to you, Kelvin. Yes, Harv, start it. If you were looking for motivation to start the YouTube, Harv, this is your motivation right now. Start the YouTube channel today, and we're all going to support you, brother. I was thinking of starting a road to VeVe YouTube. Definitely, man. I mean, the more YouTube content, the better. Mikhail, let's go, Mikhail. I got you. I'm going to check real quick that you weren't on the list from yesterday. Again, if you're just tuning in and you wrote your username in yesterday, you don't have to do it again today. Oh, you were on the list, so I'm not going to write you again today, Mikhail. You're already entered. I'm just using the list from yesterday, so anybody who entered already is already in. Yep. Kryptoni. Got a lot of new users joining right now. I'm going to add you, Kryptoni. I'm going to do the giveaway in just a moment as soon as I get done entering these names in. All right, last entry is Rexy19. All right, guys, so this is for the giveaway. We have a lot more people. 64 people entered today. So, again, this is for one of my common comic books for the Incredible Hulk. All right, guys, we're about to spin it. This is for the giveaway comic book, Incredible Hulk. Let's give it a spin. Shout out to all the contestants. We got 64 people in here. The lucky winner is... Oh, man. Knight Rider. Robbie Remington was so close. My guy, Robbie. Rob, you were so close to winning, my man. The lucky winner is
Oh man, Knight Rider.
Knight Rider in the building. Knight Rider's been a loyal subscriber for a while. We got some kind of map. My ranch customizable ranch maps. We got Knight Rider in the building. My actual name is Knight Rider. I wonder if Knight Rider's still here. Knight Rider's been a loyal subscriber for a while. Maybe he dipped out for a little bit. Maybe he didn't. We'll see. Iris with the congrats. Knight Rider didn't enter his name today, but he's been on here from before. We may have a re-roll, Willow. Maybe Knight Rider left the building for a little bit. Knight Rider is someone who always comes in the chat right away. Give him another second. Yeah, I try to give the people a little bit of time. Just not enough time to where someone else could create the fake username. Knight Rider's been here for a while, so looks like he probably tuned out. He usually comes in the very beginning. Yep, Jesus, you're in. Mikhail's asking for a re-roll gate. Yeah, it looks like a re-roll time. All right. Knight Rider, sorry, you're not in the building today. I'm going to leave his name up there because he's usually in the building. But spin number 2, Knight Rider was the winner, but he's not here, so we will spin it again. Oh, that's like a fake spin. That's not going to count. Sometimes when you do this, it just lands on, it like spins once. All right. Real spin here. Spin number 2. This is for the comic book Incredible Hulk. Knight Rider was the original winner, but he's not here, so re-roll. There we go. That's a real spin. Shout out to all the contestants. And the winner is... Oh, Gio! Gio, if you're still here, you just lucked out. I know you've been struggling big time with the VeVe drops. How's there a sound?
Gio. Spin number 2. This is for the comic book Incredible Hulk. Knight Rider was the original winner, but he's not here, so re-roll. There we go. That's a real spin.
Is Gio still here?
Shout out to all the contestants. And the winner is... Oh, Gio! Gio.
Is Gio Neo in the building?
Incredible Hulk. Knight Rider was the original winner, but he's not here.
I know he was kind of upset today with everything with the drop and all, but hopefully he stayed tuned and he was able to look out. Let's see. Do you think the prices will go up? I got to take a look at what the prices are right now. Gio may not be here. Yeah, we may have to keep re-rolling. Steph Curry bought the 106 torch from Fred Durst. This has been happening. This is not the only time that we've seen Steph Curry or we've seen Fred Durst buy a collectible from Steph Curry NBA username. I've been under the impression that probably is the real Steph Curry because we've seen Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell in VeVe. I think the word's spreading across the NBA. And we've seen Steph Curry in Bored Apes. Wouldn't surprise me at all if Steph Curry is in VeVe now buying these premium licensed NFTs. Definitely another re-roll. Don't see Gio today. I do see the prices probably going up, but it all depends what gets dropped next. If it's a huge IP brand, then prices may not go up for a while. Looks like we are going to have a re-roll again. For some reason, like the first spin after the last one isn't always good. So we'll see if this one is a good spin or not. Spin number 3. Yeah, actually, it was a pretty good one. Oh my gosh. This has never happened before. Gio just won again. So Gio just won twice in a row and he's not here. So we're going to have to spin again. That's unbelievable. Gio, you just had the worst luck possible. The best luck, but the worst luck. Man. Johnny, make a Discord for this loving community we have. Mikhail, that's something that everybody's asking me to do is make a Discord. And that's probably something I have to do. Jesus is saying rigged. I'm going to have to re-roll again. See, this is a good point. I don't know if Steph Curry would spend his time trying to flip these. This is the thing. It's not like he needs the money, right? He's set. But he's probably trying to learn on the ground floor. He's probably trying to get a feel for everything. And that's a way how a lot of these celebrity athletes, they're able to learn about the VeVe app, learn about these different things. They get on the ground floor, like Gary Vee. He gets on the ground floor. He follows people from the community. He's probably tapping in, testing out the app a little bit. And that's how they start to learn. Yeah. All right. Sorry, Gio. You just won twice on the live stream. That's unheard of. We're going to spin it again. So hopefully, this is a good spin. This is the fourth spin. Re-roll gate times 4. Another good spin. So shout out to the contestants. Gio, if you win again, I'm taking your name off the list. Oh, here we go. Z's World. The Z's World here today. It might be another re-roll. 4 spin. Re-roll gate times 4. Another good spin. So shout out to the contestants. Gio, if you win again, I'm taking your name off the list. Oh, here we go. Z's World. The Z's World here today. Z's World hasn't tuned in today, I don't believe. He was here a couple days ago. We'll give him a second. Is Z's World here today? He is here? I hope. Gary Vee goes to garage sales, of course. Z's World would like me to take it on his behalf. Source, just trust me, bro. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Looks like, I wish I was able to, give that to you invisible, but hopefully you win this next one. The way things are going, I wouldn't be surprised if Invisible Friends Twitter 400K is the winner right now. All right, guys. Pick number 5, I think, at this point. We'll see what happens. Reroll. Give me a good spin. It's a good spin. Shout out to the contestants. I don't think this person's here. Alaya? Is Alaya here today? At this point, we'll see what happens. This is the reason why I like to make new lists, just because I feel like a lot of people may not be here. The contestants. I don't think this person's here. Alaya? Is Alaya here? Pick number 5. At this point, we'll see what happens. Reroll. Give me a good spin. It's a good spin. Dev, let me just make sure you're in here. Contestants. I don't think this person's here. Alaya? You should cap it at the first 20. I would appreciate if you all would get off the stream for about 20 minutes. All right, I'm going to get rid of some of these names in here. Who just won? Alaya. Well, I'm going to get Gio out of here. Sorry, Gio. You don't win again somehow. Let's see. Where's Alaya? Alaya. I'm going to get Alaya out of here. Knight Rider. Another day. I'm going to get you out of here. All right, guys. Going to do another one. We got 62 people entered. Another re-roll gate. Crappy spin, but at least it lasted a long time. Oh, man, Artie. It was almost Deej. We got Artie. I'll show you guys what I mean by a crappy spin. It lags so much. but at least it took a
Crappy
while.
spin, but at least it lasted a long time. Oh man, Artie, it's almost D. We got Artie. Another.
Is Artie here today? Jesse, I'm gonna write your name in here. Absolutely, you can join. I'm gonna get rid of Artie's name. He's not here today. Artie, that was so close to Doctor Strange and Deej. Thomas Conger. I feel like your name would be Thomas Conger, no? I have Thomas Conger written down here. All right. Panop, Lenny, yep. All right, we have 63 people entered. Oh, this spin doesn't count. Not even recording it. Who is the winner? Clockwise was the fake winner. All right, pen up. Lenny, I just added you to the live stream. Sway collects. Let me add you real quick. Okay. Yep. All right. Time for the giveaway. 64 people in now. Once again, this is another opportunity. Got to get the giveaway going. Let's hope the winner is here. Come on. Reroll gate like number 10. Let's go. Rob Remington is the winner. Robbie, you have to be here today, my man, right? It was almost clockwise again.
Great going. Let's hope the winner is here. Come on. Reroll gate like number 10. Let's go. Rob Remington is the winner.
Is Robbie here? Did he leave? Robbie is someone that's always in the chats. Should I send him a DM on Twitter right now? Like, look what you won. Are you here? We may just keep re-rolling. I may have to get Robbie out of here. Re-roll. Oh, man. Yeah, let me get Robbie's name out here. Shout out to Robbie Remington. He actually hit me in the DM a little bit ago. He said even if he wins, he would like me to re-roll and give it to someone else. But I'd like to give him another opportunity to take back what he said the other day. Yep, J. Dion is here. Sends my regards to Rob. Yeah, invisible friends. You're hilarious, man. All right, we got to get someone on this. All right, who wants to win this giveaway? Come on, guys. Let's go. It's not like you can control it. All right, 63 people. Come on, we got to give this to somebody who's here today. I'm not getting off the live until we give it out. Oh, my gosh. Willow. What did I say? Willow is due for a win. Let's go.
Come on, we got to give this to somebody who's here today. I'm not getting off the live until we give it out. Oh, my gosh. Willow. What did I say? Willow is due for a win.
Let's go.
It's not like you can control it. All right, 63 people.
Let's go.
We gotta give this to somebody who's here today. I'm not getting off the live until we give it out.
Can you imagine if Willow just dipped for a minute? Just led. I know. Your time's coming. I have led Jess on here instead of just led. I hope that's okay. So if you win, we'll know who wins. Let's go. He's in the building. Let's go. That's awesome. I wasn't sure if he's saying re-roll it. Should I do it? Re-roll Willow? If you insist, I'll take it. But I won an Eternals from you about 2 weeks ago. You can send it or re-roll. I know you've rolled like 10 times. We'll go one more. We'll go one more. And Willow, I got you no matter what. All right, let's see who can win this. Hopefully it's someone new. Wow. Clockwise, it was meant to be. Clockwise 104. Are you here today, brother?
All right, let's see who can win this.
Willow just almost won a second one.
Hopefully it's someone new. Wow. Clockwise, it was meant to be.
Clockwise won the fake giveaway, and then he just won that one. He's gone. Giveaway. I'll write your name in here. Big boy koala. And then I'm also going to write, someone else just wanted to win or enter. Can I join? Etham Tariq. Just entered you, Etham Tariq. Appreciate you, Willow. Mikhail, yeah, it's got to be your turn soon, right? All right, let's see here. Looks like Clockwise is out. Clockwise had a chance. I'm going to delete him. Willow, I'm taking your name off the list too. For the next giveaway, make sure you definitely enter again. All right, let's go. Let's give this to a new user. Let's go. Or at least someone who hasn't got one in a while. No way. Oh, it's almost led Jess. Stephen Lovett. Is Stephen Lovett here today? He was here last couple days. I'll replay this one. Stephen Lovett. Is Stephen Lovett here today?
No way. I was almost led Jess. Stephen Lovett. Is Stephen Lovett here today? All right, let's go.
He's gone.
Really someone else.
All right, ready? Paul wants it to be him. Let me just make sure. All right. Here we go, guys. Getting old, but we got to get it. Got to do the giveaway here. Oh, my gosh. Punch. So we got Punch and Willow won, but they've won twice before. But hey, winner's a winner.
Getting old, but we gotta get it. Gotta do the giveaway here. Oh my gosh. Punch. So we got Punch and Willow won, but they won twice before. Here we go, guys.
2 million years later. Punch. Punch won again.
Oh my gosh.
Punch for COVID. That's not good at all. Don't say that.
So we got Punch and Willow.
Punch KO'd. So Punch, you're the winner. These giveaways are amazing. I love doing these giveaways. I think you guys have a lot of fun too with them. So in the future, if anybody wants to ever donate a comic book, it can be something, it doesn't have to be super valuable. I just give out comic books. So Punch is genuinely gone. Punch is here. Game over. Punch says game over. He wins. Give me the comic. That's hilarious. Yeah, Punch, definitely. I'm going to send you one after this live stream. We'll get in touch. But again, guys, I love doing these giveaways. I probably won't be able to do a giveaway every single time. So if anybody, has extra collectibles or comics, maybe it's something really, really cheap that you may want to donate to the live stream just for the giveaway, I always accept them. Yeah, Punch is definitely. It's awesome that Punch won too because he's won before, but he's also donated a lot of collectibles and comics for the giveaways, and he said he'll send something back as well to give out. So that's always amazing. Um, that's not Punch. That's I don't even know how to say your name correctly, with the different language and everything. But his nickname is Punch, so that's why I just write in Punch right there. All the new users are probably seeing that and saying, "What? That's not the real username." Paval, I'm not sure if I say that correctly. Marty said, "Where's Nicole?" Love the vibe of your streams, bro. Keep being you. Appreciate that, Full Sam, big time. And Full Sam, we'll get you in the live stream or the giveaway next time. I'm not sure if Full Sam was in there this time. Q Diggity, love your streams, bro. Appreciate that big time, guys. Nicole IG giveaway on my channel, guys. That's hilarious. That's what's so great about this community is like we all kind of get to know each other after a while too. Just good vibes. Like we're all hanging out. So Punch, I'm definitely gonna get with you after this live stream. Willow, appreciate you big time. Willow was a winner today. I'll hook up Willow in the meanwhile, but go follow Willow Kid as well on Twitter and YouTube. Never know what kind of YouTube content he'll bring out there. I got a feeling he's gonna dive into some VeVe content soon too. But just another great person in the community, and I'm gonna be signing out soon. I will go over the prices real quick one more time in the market of these dragons of what they're going for. May have copped one too early. We'll see what happens. The common's going for 130. There's 391 available. The Torch Dragon, the uncommon, 260 available. Back up to 166 from the 140. I think that should be pretty solid one. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe these aren't too great. Again, I think it's important to focus on, or not maybe important, but I think it's crucial. I think it's key long term to focus on these big branded collectibles, big branded IP brands. But again, the art on these I think are great. Once the different communities come to the VeVe app, the localization of being the text on the VeVe app being able to be read in different languages, I think that's going to help out a lot of these drops that are more geared to different cultures. So those are the common, uncommon. Trying to figure out the rest of them. Can't see them. So the Jade is the rare. 202 available. 267 is the floor price of the Jade. And then I'm going to try to find the all gold one. The all gold price back down below 100 or 1,000. So we'll see if it stays below 1,000. I thought there was a chance it dips to like 9, maybe 800, but I think only 888 of these. I think they will go up in value. May take a little bit of time, but that's actually a hilarious, big boy koala. He said Willow and Punch made a group chat to try to take your channel down, but I told them to stop. That's hilarious. I highly doubt that happened, but I appreciate your comedy. I'm down to make a Discord for you, much easier for giveaways and activity. Yeah, I think so too. Definitely. Big time. I think it probably will happen eventually at some point, just because, having a group chat of a bunch of like-minded individuals, I think it'll help. So it probably will happen eventually. But till now, we're going to find out what the next drops are. I haven't even really got a chance to see what VeVe's tweeted. This live stream went on a little bit longer than I anticipated, but a lot of it happened to do with the re-roll gate today with the giveaway. So appreciate you guys big time for tuning in today. Appreciate all the support, all the likes, the shares, everything, the subscribers. Appreciate you guys big time. I'll see you guys on the next drop. Stay tuned to the VeVe Comey Twitter, the YouTube channel, Instagram. I always put out updates when the next drops are happening. So make sure you guys tune in. Appreciate you guys big time for tuning in today. I'm going to be signing out. It's your boy, Johnny Dunn. We out, fam.